And we are live. Okay, there's a little bit of a sketchy looking box in the corner there. And it's because I promise I do not have a Minesweeper addiction. I promise. It's a little bit of a tricky start. Let's see. So I guess it can't be. No, I messed up. Great. Oh well, that's fine. We press on. We love that Minesweeper, don't we? Don't we? But yeah, more, It's really a stupid way to start off the stream, but yeah. More Ruina. Should be good. Depending on how things go, we might do a realization today. Might get a Malkuth realization, which would be pretty fun. I guess we'll have to see for sure, but that's the hope, I guess. Oh, I guess chances are we'll also get Will the Prescript today. Playing Minesweeper for 10,000 years on the train, honestly, would be a good way to pass the time on the warp train, just playing a lot of Minesweeper. Like, it's not a bad idea. I don't know if you can play Minesweeper on the train, but, like, I mean, I guess we don't know for sure, but assumably, like, if I had Minesweeper downloaded, like, if I had, like, a non-Wi-Fi line Minesweeper downloaded, then I guess that you probably could be able to play it on the train. Although, like, what do you think? If you had probably your, like, phone on the warp train, do you think there's, like, plugs or something? Like, can you charge it? You wouldn't get connection without a doubt. But, like, is they got, like, outlets on the warp train? I hope so. It'd be great for the Minesweepering. The battery just wouldn't drain. Oh, that's true! But I feel like then with that logic, it just wouldn't turn on too, right? Because, like... Mine what? True. So true. Is my mic loud? It looks like... Is it peaking or something? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It looks like... I can't hear it right now, but it... Actually, I can pull it up. Looks like... I can't hear it right now, but it... Actually, I can pull it up. Okay, you're gonna start hearing double. Looks like I can't hear it right now, but it. Actually, I can pull it up. It might be a little better. Okay, you're gonna start hearing double. Looks like. Oh god, yeah, I need to stop this. Okay, you're gonna hear double for a little bit because I was testing. Hopefully that's fine. Yeah, I'll just turn the mic down a little bit, and that should probably be better. Hopefully. Hopefully it isn't, like, too quiet now or something. I don't know, it's the kind of thing that's a little hard to test, in real time. Well, back to Minesweeper. It's probably fine now. What is that under Minesweeper? What do you mean? Do you mean, like, the artwork? Did you not see the funny artwork, Melon? That's from, like, one of the previous streams about the whole, like, there's a bunch of people sad about the stream delays. Very funny bit. That's for sure. I guess I'll put the Minesweeper up here, then. Fine, also, hi. Hello! We love Minesweeper. We love Minesweeper. Sure, I feel like there was a bit I was going to make. But yeah. Unless you may see it in fullness. Oh, sure. Yeah. Stream delayed. You got, you know, watching TV. There's a pea shooter. There's Bong Bong, Mickey Mouse, Roland, Ban Ban, Mariachi, Sinclair, and Goro Majima. Yeah. And you can see they've even got a painting of the Kool-Aid in the background. How wholesome. How heartwarming. Truly incredible. Oh, that was a misclick. Meant to right-click. It happens, it happens. Such as a natural part of the Minesweeper grind. Sometimes you're a little too good, right? You know, you just go a little too fast. You go faster than you should. It's better to take your time, but I'm just, you know, it's instinctive a lot of the time, and sometimes my instincts just fail me. Gigigig, yeah, we love those puppets. Good boy. Bear was making a funny noise in his sleep. Hi, Mirror Dungeon Goat. Hello. I appreciate the title. Hello. I love Mirror Dungeon. What can I say? It's what I do. Roland's hating Orlando. Oh yeah, there's two Roland profile pictures now. How scary. They're multiplying. Definitely a scary thing to be multiplying, that's for sure. Orlando and Furioso. Oh, yo, they got the Roland brothers, Orlando Furioso. New people to hello. I have so many podcasts making sure it's fun of him. True. Pod hasn't shown up in a couple of streams. Probably because of that, you know, the little bit of a delay that happened, you know, we went like a month without streams. Oh well, it shouldn't happen. Hello. In case any of you are wondering, this is just, stream will start properly in, you know, 8 minutes. In the meantime, oh, that is not right. Oh yeah, there we go. What was I saying? In the meantime, I'm playing some Minesweeper. Yeah, Melon and Pot are like rivals trapped in like eternal battle. It's kind of like, you know, like Kabur and Bina, right? Something like that. You know, just always at odds with one another, fighting till the bitter end. That's basically what goes on between those two. I don't even know if we fully remember why at this point. I probably would if, you know, I consulted the lore. But, you know, it's the kind of thing where they've always fought. And they'll always keep on fighting till the end of the day. You've been on some Logger streams, but then on some IRL stuff, so we missed a ton. Yeah, no worries. Once again, the best part about these streams is the fact nothing ever happens. A lot of it is just we getting sidetracked talking about random things, especially regarding, like, lore stuff. And, then nothing ever happens. It's pretty cool. We spent 40 minutes on the 8 o'clock circus cutscene alone. Like, it was so funny. Yeah. You miss random lore things, but, lore in heavy quotation marks, because it's stupid. We had to take the detour to figure out what the airport jungle juice was. Because that's crucial stuff. That's crucial stuff. It'll be on the test. Make sure you guys know all about the airport jungle juice. There we go. Mines have been sweeped. Close that for now, then. Could keep on mine sweeping, but you know, there's a time and a place for every mine to be swept. It's that simple. You can just chill in the meantime. Damn it, the Mirror Dungeon inserted yourself into Kylota Canon. That is true. You have managed to insert yourself into the daily Mirror Dungeons. Scarily enough. It's that easy, I suppose. Very scary indeed. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I did do a little bit of grinding in Ruina earlier, so I do now have all the key pages. I raided Crying Children, so we got that Philip key page now. Yippee. We love that. We love that Crying Children fight. It's honestly not too bad. It's a pretty easy fight, and it's not really that long. We make fun of it, but it's not that big of a deal usually, right? Could not possibly stop you. Scary idea. You need to be contained. It's like, you know, like your clip-off level is going down. It's maybe it's like a situation like the Wolf and Mercenary. Like you and Pot, like Maybe it's like a reverse thing where you guys need to both be there to try and keep each other's clip off high. Because if one of you is here too long without the other, then you breach, you know? Maybe it'll be like that. Serum W, true. Pot also did canonically get, like, cut into pieces by Red Mist, which is funny. Although, he will make his return. And Leo's do be... Yeah, Leo does... I mean, he's the bird kisser for a reason. You know, it happens, I guess. Let's take a look at the wheel, shall we? Still a fair bit of pretty, you know, crucial names there. Let's go like Germa 2. So the greatest boss fight in Mirror Dungeon so far. It was wild. Wholesome. Put dying on day 49 to a pause. Oh, yeah. Paul went down cinematically. Dying to a pause. That's what we call a necessary sacrifice, which is something you see a lot of in LobCorp, right? Yeah, although that's the wheel, but we'll definitely be able to spin the wheel at least 2 times today, because we're going to do puppets. We're going to unlock 2 things. We're going to unlock 2 more nuggets, because we'll unlock Chised's nuggets, because that's what you get when you beat puppets. Then we'll probably, then I'll probably leave to, or maybe we'll just do proselytes straight up without leaving it to vote, so we can do a realization today. That might be a good idea, because then the goal may be like puppets, proselytes into Malkuth realization. That might be interesting. Got killed by the Admiral that had to get Recon back in the game. Yeah, Price of Silence, my beloved. 26 fragile, negative 12 defense, down 6 pierce fragile, and 6 floth fragile, all at once. God. You do think it's something like 3 parts, I presume, right? Like, yeah. 26 fragile, so you just... That is a lot of fragile, huh? I assume because of, like, tremor shenanigans. Very long legs, yeah, because that's got 3 parts. I assume, like, Bell. I think that's the only good way to stack fragile pretty quickly, especially if you've got Bell in combination with, You got the Bell in combination with Downbore. And you upgrade those a bunch, because then you can just get a bunch of free stuff. I'm going to daily Slay the Spire run, true. Someone say Slay the Spire. Yeah, that was fun. I'll probably do that again. I'll probably do that again next week. You know, do another episode of that. Maybe do one that's a little longer, though. I don't know. We'll have to see how I'm feeling about it. It seemed fun. I had no idea what's going on. I think it's going to be the kind of thing where a lot of it's going to be trial and error. And I vaguely know how to do Slay the Spire, right? I think, like, what is it? Like, with each of the main 3 characters, don't you gotta, quote-unquote, beat the Spire once? And then you unlock the weird gems, and if you get all 3 of those, that's when you can actually unlock the final boss. And you need to do, like, special things each run, like, you know, sacrificing. You gotta do an elite to get one of them. You gotta get one of them from one of, like, the campfires. Stuff like that, right? Well, the modded Terraria stars above use the Plenty Black silence weapon. Oh, yeah. That'd be cool. I also know, like, I've done some Terraria mod stuff, too. Terraria is actually a game I know a lot of. It's, like, what, my 3rd most played Steam game, I think? LobCorp mod a bit. There's some deeply mean combinations you can get. Yes, it seems funny, yeah. I also might just get, like, the Limbus mod for Slay the Spire, since I know it just adds, like, Abno events or something. And I might just go for that one. I'll save the Ruina stuff for later, though, since I know that's greatly different. But yeah, going back to Terraria. Terraria is a game I know I'm very familiar with. Just going to... I think it's my... Yeah, it's my 3rd most played game on Steam. It's 613 hours on Steam. I also played Terraria a lot on mobile when I was younger, though. And I mean, like, a lot. Probably, like, a couple more 100 hours if you included the mobile time to my Steam time. Because I don't think I got Steam Terraria until, like, a while after I got into the game. It was the first game I got on Steam, though. So yeah, Terraria's fun. Modded Terraria. I don't know the biggest modded thing, but it can be fun, right? LobCorp Skibidi Twin. You mod, can't miss that. God. That'll be the plan. Once I eventually beat Ruina on stream, the plan is probably going to be doing modded LobCorp. Because there's so many modded Abnos and stuff. It could be very funny. So it's about adding an arbiter weapon. Oh, that sounds funny. Wait, I'll, for the bit. There we go. Might as well. But yeah, it is 7, so... Time to get into this. So... Stuff I did since last time. I grinded, I got a couple books of Crying Children. I got the key page, and I've got some books to spare, because I don't really feel like redoing that fight. In case I, like, lose to Leo or something, because I fail horribly, which is very possible. I'd really like to have some backup ones of those. I did sweepers a bit, so now I've all got all their key pages for the... I only had to do it once, but I got them all to Motion 5. I got their key pages. And I also got, like, the stuff from Emma and Noah, since I didn't have a single Emma key page, and I just hadn't bothered to redo it until today. So yeah, now we've got that stuff going. And I've built Malkuth 4 for at least the first fight, because we'll use this for puppets, and then, once we have puppets, we will build Yasod, and it'll be very funny. Playing Kaiser Corp with Olympus Avenues. You missed ones. Isn't Kaizo... Because Kaizo Corp uses, like, the classic... It uses, like, the actual... Because Kaizo just means rearrange in Japanese, basically, right? Kaizo Corp isn't, like, super hard as much as it is just different, right? It's about making everything, like, different, so, like, you can't use your previous knowledge to, like, get an advantage. Because that does sound cool. I believe that's what it is? I think so. I haven't looked into LobCorp mods too much yet. That's one I've known for a while. Yeah, that'll be something I look into at some point. Mess with your mum. Yeah, my muscle memory is pretty set in for LobCorp, so that's a little worrying. Let's just get into the... I guess I can actually show what I've got in Malkuth. Crying Children, Salvador, Lue, Emma. Simple enough stuff. Burn with a little bit of a slash focus, because, might as well. Gun with a little bit of melee stuff, so you're not entirely doomed. And, not kind of blunt. Yeah, blunt. So a fair bit of non-blunt stuff, but that's because we don't have puppets yet, so this is just kind of there for now. But yeah, let's send it. Why, hello there, passengers in first-class seats. It takes twice the monthly wage of an average person in Nest to afford a seat in this carriage, I hear. Oh no! I meant to click on the... I like having my cursor on the bottom of the screen so it doesn't get in the way. Whoops. Why, hello there, passengers in first-class seats. It takes twice the monthly wage of an average person in the Nest to afford a seat in this carriage, I hear. That means someone in the back seats would have to work hard for at least a year for it. I've always had some pressing questions about warp trains. For example, what is the point of first-class seats when the trip supposedly only lasts 10 seconds? We love the warp train. I guess it's worth the expense after all. You can sleep without a care in the world. All the while, the passengers in the carriages behind us are defenseless against the maddening tide of time, trying to overcome it through the pain of tearing their own flesh or the comfort of conjoining with one another. Or one other. Same thing, alright. I always wondered what kind of outstanding technology singularities could be to transport people to any platform in only 10 seconds, no matter how far it is. And now I get the gist of it after seeing how this train's been going for about 2,000 years. And then we're repeating the game and with puppet skeleton, a bunch of blunt damage ups into Wrath Determined. We love puppet pages. We especially love puppet pages when we get to Snow Queen. Because we can just puppet her to death, and it's very funny. Me? How am I staying sane, you ask? Well, it's all thanks to my fellow members of the ensemble. That hothead Elena and I have only been here for a week or so. Pluto says our consciousness can be preserved in stasis and unfrozen only when needed, or whatever. He says it's magic and all, and, well, I've got no choice but to trust him. He's my co-worker now, all things considered. Like, the Reaper Ensemble really is just like a... What do they call it? like a therapy. God, there's a word I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get my head on, and it's a funny way to describe the ensemble, but I can't remember the word. A support group. Yeah, they're basically just a roll-in support group, huh, aren't they? So funny. So welcome, I hope speaking to no one in case the library is spying me. Yeah, it's very funny how they really it's an interesting like plan to be like, oh, this way the library knows what's actually going on because they can tell the library is watching them because like of course they are because they're sending them guests. And so like, at this point the ensemble like they know that's how it works, right? The library sees like kind of like a brief split of like what happens before guests enter the library. So he's doing this on purpose to make it so they do in fact know what's going on. So the library gets targeted by W Corp, aka gets, you know, stronger people to fatten up the library, make it full of light. It's almost a Discord server. Yeah, it's a bunch of it's a Discord server, and like, you know, it's like a DNI Roland fans type deal, you know. In any case, I pity the fools taking this train. Thousands of years of pain and suffering, and it's all long gone from their memories when they arrive. They return to their ordinary lives like nothing ever happened after a status restoration procedure. Isn't that right? Wow, warp trains are awesome. It's kind of expensive, but I can get anywhere in such a short time. It's a wonderful world. We can go everywhere in the blink of an eye. Uttering such remarks, they'll blend back into the city life, completely forgetting what the hellscape that took place on this train. The memories of trying to slaughter their own friends and families as all bonds were blurred over time, having lost themselves long ago. Oh. Why are you whining? Gregor's just stood up on the bed and started whining for no reason. You good boy? Come here. Come here. Okay. Gregor is now on my lap. I guess he wants a little bit of attention. I can multitask. I can have Gregor on my lap and pet him while playing the game, surely. Is he hungry? He's not hungry. I mean, he might be, but he's had his dinner already. If he is hungry, he's just lying about it to get more food, since he's such a glutton, aren't you, buddy? Maybe, I think he just wants attention. He also does this in case he's about to receive an invitation. And all of that is conveniently erased from their heads. It's astonishing how singularities are so uniformly appalling. And yet you rich folks are scared of even that, so you doze off in your safe space for those thousands of years. You must have heard a word of advice from some acquaintance of yours, That you'd be much better off taking off first-class seats, or some of you are already aware of the truth behind warp trains, perhaps. That'd be ironic in its own right. You decided to take this train knowing what would happen. In case a certain foolhardy individual or two are still believing this train is broken or malfunctional. It's not defective. The train is operating as intended. You get the hint by now, don't you? Strolling around at a completely different time-space axis for some 1,000 years, and when it comes back to reality... Ta-da! It's 10 seconds later. Taking long roundabouts through time, reduced to 10 seconds in real life. Sounds like a perfect ride for people who are in a hurry, doesn't it? Like, definitely, like... This kind of tech, like... is definitely it's very funny, that's for sure. Just, like... There's definitely a lot of funny, like, ways to, like, use the ability... Like, the ability to just be like, yeah, it's just, we'll spend, like, 1,000 years in another dimension and then come back here. Of course, in the case of the warp train, it makes people go insane, but, like, when used right, it can be used to, like, just train people. That's kind of, like, vaguely what R-Corp is doing, right? Definitely, like, a little different, but, you know, similar enough. Wonder why W-Corp started to do this anyways. I think he's about to basically say why, but it's because they repackage the time with T-Corp. T-Corp basically uses this time they spend, and they can repackage it effectively with, like, the little box. They're just absorbing the time. So T-Corp assumably is getting some sort of benefit from this, assumably they're paying for it or something. W-Corp's getting money. Stuff like that. What is your real life, though? The one you were living for some few decades, or the one you've been trapped in for thousands of years? I've sent him to warp trade people I don't like. Well, that's what Kathy tried to do, and it didn't go that well for Hindley, didn't it, huh? Have you lost your memories and returned to your ordinary life? Would it be a blessing or a curse? Who cares, really? Moving on, my biggest question was this. This box with T-Corp's logo on it, so shamelessly and ridiculously and nonchalantly on board. I was wondering what this thing was doing plugged into the train. Yusung used the book to fight, would obviously go to the library alone. True. You'd think that, but like we also don't see DHE go to this library. Like, it really feels like DHE is such a funny thing for them to like introduce in Limbus, because it would be such a perfect faction to have seen in Ruina. But they're also, because, you know, of course they'd want more knowledge, right? Although we don't know for sure, really, because from what I know, DHE doesn't seem to go out of their way to get more books, right? We don't know how they acquire all those books in their library. Most of their missions seem to be just related to random things, right? But maybe it is all, like, in the pursuit of knowledge, right? So I feel like the library would have been perfect for DHE, but, you know, they didn't exist at the time. Maybe they weren't planned at the time. I don't know how far ahead the associations were thought of. Maybe they were. I don't know. But I could roughly guess why after a bit of thinking. Yeah, Yusung skill 2 is so funny. It's a shame base Yusung is one of the worst IDs in the game, huh? How are you doing? Quietly muttering lectures to yourself. You're coarse with words as usual. I'm speaking to the couple of voyeurs who are probably watching us as we speak, of course. Oh, right. That was the plan. Being stuck in this train for a week really did take a toll on my focus. Your acting was excellent. Were you an aspiring actress in the past? Maybe? Anyway, just carry on with what you're doing. How cold. And it seems this disguise Pluto gave me has almost expired now. Shall we get started, wealthy fellows? I have no hard feelings for the somewhat average commoners back there, but you lot make me upset, if I'm being honest. Get 'em, puppet 'em. The way you try to squirm your way into comfort with money like the maggots you are agitates me beyond reasons. Life sure is bizarre, isn't it? You spend your hard-earned cash for a first-class ticket to keep yourself safe and sound from the tortures of time. But now, you're about to suffer something else entirely. Let's distract you for that. Pluto literally can do magic, yeah. Oh, what's your distortion? Magic. And he's also got a contract, but like, because his whole thing is like, yeah, he managed a contract and stuff, and also he can just do magic. Like, what's the point of contracts if you can just do magic in the first place, right? You unfortunately run into the likes of us and met a terrible fate, just because you've taken first-class seats. Yeah, right. Who knows, one of you might have been a poor sod who just happened to win a ticket, hmm? That's what makes choices so mysterious and profound. I personally think there was no such thing as choice in our lives. Someone is playing tricks on all of us, mischievously and sneakily. Staging an endless puppet show, attaching invisible strings to us. Yeah, it's Carmen. Now, shall we get started? It's time for a little puppetry. So that's the Puppeteer, huh? It's as if you were speaking directly to us. If he's a part of the Blue Reverb's gang, maybe he knows something about us. Could the Blue Reverberation be focusing on the library, then? Possibly. I don't know what he's looking for, but it certainly ain't gonna be normal. What else could he be after, other than the books we have? The question would be what kind of books they really want. Anyway, Warp Corp is going to be in big trouble if the disappearance of every passenger in the first-class carriage gets known by others. For sure, Debbie Corp might get involved with us at this rate. Was this part of the Blue Reverb's plan? It would be intriguing if that were the case. Oh, I bet your enthusiasm will turn into disdain real quick when you actually meet that cuckoo. I don't... God. What's the best way to make puppet noises? Maybe like that. Like, kind of like bad Sans impersonations. I think that's the best way. Guess you cannot speak. Still, you've managed to come to the library through the invitation. That means you must have some sort of consciousness, no? Even though you are puppets controlled by the strings above you. Gregor is very confused by the noise I'm making, but his tail is wagging, so he's perplexed, that's for sure. Aren't you, buddy? Aren't you so perplexed? I have no idea what you may be saying. If you want to get the books as your puppeteer so wishes, you can go through that door. Alright, puppets time. We're given 3 floors for this. I've got 3 floors built, right? Kind of. I've got 2 floors built, and I'm sure I can build a 3rd one if need be. What? Oh, whoops! I actually right-clicked. That's fine. We can skip the cutscene this time because we've actually seen it now. But yeah, we're running with it. Puppets is blunt stuff, and there's quite a lot of puppets, isn't there? That's funny. Oh yeah, this is where it explains counter dice. It's really funny it's explaining counter dice now, because, like, I've already seen counter dice. I've done, because I already have counter dice pages on this team, because I've got sharp nails. But puppets is where it introduced it proper, so it's funny. It's never, like, the first encounter you actually do with, it's not the first encounter you do with counters, it's only specifically puppets gives you the counter tutorial. So if you see yellow dice beforehand, you'll just have no idea, and you'll just have to live with the fact you've got no idea. Okay, let's see, let's focus on the people with bad speed first, I suppose. Back it down, and then you can just draw the sword as well. I love the city I live in. True! So you can't be redirected too easily, so... Moulinet you. Actually, probably shouldn't Moulinet. We can Sunset Blade. We might lose the clash a little bit, but that's fine. You can be on double up duty, maybe? Or should you? No, you cannot be on double up duty. You do that, and then you just gotta draw the sword this. And you'll take some damage, that's fine. Probably want players to play right to left. That's what I think sometimes. It's inconsistent, though, right? That's the thing. I think more so puppets were introduced first, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. I don't know. A lot of the stuff around that point in the game, I wasn't sure of. I got into Ruina when, like, during early Star of the City. AK, basically when the only Star of the City fight was the Liu. That's when I got into it, like, mid-October 2020. Now who's the red gaze? Oh yeah, she sure is, that's right. For the bit. Oh, you didn't emotion level, that's unfortunate. It happens though. I think someone just knocked at my door. Give me a second. Let me check out what that was. Alright, I am back now. Gregor's being a little whiny because there was someone there, but... yeah, no worries. You're okay, boy. Come here. Let's see, what are they doing? You were searing sword that... well, your sanity isn't great. You also can't redirect anyone, it seems. Okay, that's unfortunate. You can get a kill then, right? Multiple kills, potentially? We'll try it, at least. Oh, you're okay, buddy. Come here. Come here. He's a whiny boy. He whines a lot. That's okay. Let's see. But yeah, sword that. You guys can be clashing. Should work. That there. That there. Get some random one-sides around the place. In case these guys don't die, and there we go. Okay, so the gun didn't kill any of them, which is unfortunate. I mean, Playla is still going to be motion level 0. Oh well, it happens. We'll at least get the kills, but... nice. First wave of the puppets is always super easy. Not really a shock that we're fine. Why did I take Nostalgic Embrace? I don't know. I didn't actually look at the options at all, so... it might have been a fine choice. I don't know. Flash Sun up that, yeah. And you can't do anything else this turn because your motion level is bad. Whoops. It happens. You guys think this isn't the first time? It's not. I should probably put that in the description or something. Oh, you're whining, buddy. You're okay. He's whining, like, directly into the mic, I think, because his face is right next to the mic. That's right, you may hear a couple Gregor whines from now and then. He's alright, though. He can't bark, so he whines to, like, express emotions, like, basically at all. You see, he's just one of those weird dogs that just cannot bark, so he will... his whining is his natural response to most things. And it's very sad, but... He's a little bit manipulative about it, isn't he? It's your girl, yeah. Hello. We're doing puppets now. It's going well enough so far. Physically incapable just doesn't... he's pretty much physically incapable. It's just the type of dog he is. Like, he doesn't bark, but he will whine. He'll sometimes, like, get out a little bit of, like, a weird yelpy thing, but it's not quite a bark. It's not like it's just because of the type of breed, the type of dog he is. It's not because there's anything wrong with him necessarily. Why did I take that? I need to start looking at Abno pages. I have not been looking at the Abno pages at all so far, and I probably really should have. Oh well, that's fine. We get the kill here. We get emotion level up and Layla finally, because you know gun deck is very bad for actually keeping emotions decently, but that's fine. It's a 3-wave fight. But now we've got some nimble puppets, which are the scarier ones. Vaguely scarier, I guess. We're player trying to read challenge impossible. What didn't I read? Oh, I see. Yeah, the Abno pages. I immediately forgot. That's fine. I'm just kind of on autoplay right now. I guess. Puppets aren't too bad, so I wasn't thinking. And I probably should be thinking at least a little bit more, right? Yeah. The answer is yes. That's fine. Take the shot. We can start shooting one of these guys. That'll be decent. Creek that. Sunset Blade that. You clash that guy. Cool. Blazing Strike is the one that's gonna get the thing. Sure. I'm gonna shrine to music for some feeble to a random enemy. It could be useful, right? And the flesh is repressed. I'm so excited to get repressed flesh. It's so awesome. I love repressed flesh. Took me until I finished the game to use an AI play button. Yeah, I don't blame you. There wasn't UI for the longest time, was there? Because it used to just be P. I think they added like a little button for it, but I feel like they added that later on. Yeah, because there's this button, yeah. But it's just P for the longest time. I think, unless this button's been there the entire time and I just never noticed it. I don't know. I know these buttons have been there the entire time, like this has. I don't think that was there always, though. I don't remember. It's been a while. It makes sense, like, Limb's autoplay. Yeah, autoplay is a flex here, really. If you're just like, oh, I don't even need to think to kill these guys, or if there's one person left for the bit, that's when you autoplay. At least that's when I like to autoplay. Oh, baby boy. You're okay. He's still being a little whiny, but that's alright. And I'm gonna get console they're not gonna bother. I pre-ordered the physical version from Japan, because I want to get the funny border and stuff for Olympus, and I also, you know, well, I want the game. It's not being physically released in English, unfortunately, but that's fine. I already pre-ordered the Japanese one, like, as soon as it released. It'll come, like, 2 weeks or so after the game actually launches later this month, so it'll be a little bit, but not too long. You need a little bit of healing. You're just surprised the game is published by Arxis. Arxis does a lot of random things. Right, they're best known for Guilty Gear and fighting game stuff like that, but they've done a lot of random things. Which platforms? Oh, Switch. I don't have PlayStation. I'm gonna kill that guy, duty. Cool. I'm not really thinking my attacks too much here because they're mostly all dead. Theme park ain't gonna fund itself. True. It does mean PM Arxis having contact. You know, the eventual PM fighting game. Trust. It's the bit everyone makes, but it's because it's such a fun idea, right? Rolling there. I hope they should have the theme. Their inevitable theme park should have like Roland mascot costumes, but they should look like, you know, like the kind of like the chibi, like the beta Ruina type art style, where like the giant heads and the tiny little bodies. Just imagine someone walking around with like a giant Roland head. That would go hard, I think. Okay, we got Weighty Puppet now, who we're going to try and get to max emotion level because it's important. Want to get as many repressed fleshes. I know we got repressed flesh from all of them. Want to get as many pup page 2s as possible, though. To just throw them all on, you know, his odds floor. That's the plan. Immediate repressed flesh. Scary. We'll do a weak attack on that because we're just trying to clash it. Pup blockade. I guess, let's see. Your speed isn't great, so you can... We'll stop to like that, and then you can just kind of take the shot one of these guys. That guy, sure. Crackodon that. Random music that. Flash the sun up that. Searing sword that. That's everything clashed it is. Okay, cool. Don't attack you one-sidedly, we don't want it. We just want to do a bunch of damage to these guys, right? That's the hope. Oh no, that doesn't work right. Can't have anyone else target you. Can't have someone else target you, and we can do that. Looks good. Counter dice. From all their automated movement and their repressing of fleshes, they're gonna have so many counters, which is rude. Speaking of rude, that was rude, but that's fine. It happens. We feebled one of them. I don't know which one. And yeah, Cauliflower takes a lot of damage there, but that's fine. Nice. Doing good damage to some of them. We wanted to kill the small ones as soon as possible, then just clash up the main one. Take predation. You could use some healing. It also means you get the strength this turn, which could be really good for killing some of these guys, right? Sunset Blade that guy. Flash the sun up that guy. Draw the sword that guy. That's something. We can Blazing Strike now. Sure. Why not? These aren't going to be good clashes. Turning music, one of them. Circus knives, the other. And then, yeah, we're just going on cleanup kill duty. Something like that. There we go. Looks good. Okay, counter. Counter evade, so that's a little unfortunate. You take some damage. It's alright, you landed the Blazing Strike, though, so, you know, funny succeeded. You got 3 strength this turn, so actually clashing there was a little bit... Or tying the clash there was a little bit unfortunate. That's okay. Another one of those guys staggered. Cool. Nice. Bottom left guy gets unstaggered, that's fine. You're still going up in emotion level pretty quickly. Crackodon, that indiscriminate shots, that guy probably just straight up dies. Might go for like something random too, though, just for safety, right? Anything else we can do this turn? No, alright, cool. Good enough. Okay, yep, that one does die. Good stuff. That one burns to death if nothing else, but there might be another attack. Malkuth takes some damage. Yeah, you guys are talking... I don't know enough Guilty Gear to make, you know, a lot of the comparisons. So yeah, I couldn't really say a lot on the topic. I know, like, the basics. I know the characters, like, roughly, but... Not like, to, like, a super fancy degree or anything, right? Try that. You actually won against the defensive dice, so that's not something. And of course, you win with Crackodon, you get staggered. We let you kill people for emotion level? Maybe? If you can succeed in time? You're on a time limit. You have 2 turns to live before the burn just kills you. So hopefully you get some motion levels before that point. Okay, it is. This is your last turn of life, so, I don't think you get a kill here, or you might be able to get a kill. Okay, that's fine. No, not even. Unfortunate. Oh, no. Well, there we go. Easy weighty puppet kill. Third Roland. Oh yeah, we got Orlando. Another Roland just showing up. Cool. Yeah, there we go. Current call perception of puppets. Not a very hard fight when it's, you know, the last thing we've done in the first row. And now we do get Chesed. Yeah, that is true. We will get to spin the wheel. Those puppets were conscious somehow, right? They appeared so. We could resolve books from them, too. That was the only Cypress funniest stuff ever. True. We had to get that emotion level. We had to get as many puppet page 2s as possible, right? Although they didn't have control over their bodies, they still seemed to carry minds of their own. And they had to witness their own bodies being tugged along by strings while their senses and feelings were intact. Cheese to meet you, just said to meet you, yeah. Does that mean... Yes, the puppeteer is a distortion. And those puppets were its byproducts. I've seen several abnormalities that could create underlings for themselves, so I can understand this to be a similar case. Poor folks, working off to be treated like dolls. I can understand their feelings well. After all, I used to be a puppet myself. Can those puppets be freed, though? Killing the puppeteer may free them from the attached strings, but they would remain ragged dolls. I must wonder if they'd still want to live in that form. Yeah, fair enough. Knew it couldn't be that simple. Cool, and the floor of social sciences. The patron librarian's Chesed. Is this the smell of coffee? Heyo, Roland. Here, why don't you take a comfy seat and drink some coffee? Oh, hi, Chesed. I'm a bit flattered by your hospitality. Gotta show some solidarity with a fellow librarian, no? Alright, guess I'll try my first cup in a while. Is this really coffee? You sure it's not spoiled? That's odd. I made sure to brew high-quality Kenya BB. Maybe I haven't quite mastered the art of reconstructing materials within the library yet. Why don't you try it yourself? If you'll excuse me. It's a perfectly fine fragrant cup of fragrant coffee, though. But it's way too bitter! Are you sure this thing is coffee? This blend is known for being acidic, to be fair. What? Isn't coffee just supposed to be a stuffy, bitter drink you can put sugar in? The fool, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Say, Roland, are you from the back streets? Oh, well, kind of, yeah. I knew it. You gave me the exact same reaction Callie made back when I brewed coffee for her. Right, you just zoned out for like 30 minutes and you just gained sentience? Fair. It happens. Sometimes you just kind of like lose all like free will for like a solid half an hour. Wait, who's Callie? It's Gabura. Ever heard of the Red Mist? Huh? Boy, it's kind of funny to imagine the Legend of Red Mist made the same expression as mine from drinking some coffee. Her face was priceless, alright. I love the Stockholm Syndrome thing. She said she got kidnapped and Carmen was like, oh, whoops, my bad. You want to help us anyways? Even though we kidnapped you when you were trying to kidnap someone else? It's such a funny bit. It really helps to characterize that Carmen and Callie a lot. You know, even in, like, they're treated like legendary figures, you know, in this series, and, you know, yeah, they are really just, you know, failures, as much of a failure as anyone else, right? You're talking about your first life, right? Yep, back when we were at a laboratory in the outskirts. I guess things were cheery back then? The mood was upbeat for a while. It was just a shabby laboratory situated in a corner of the outskirts. But for me, it was cozier than any luxurious place within the city could be. Talking about the character we know that wasn't captive. Yeah, Hawkma only cared for A and was like, yeah, I don't like Carmen that much, which is very funny. Yeah, very odd. I do wonder, I hope, like, inevitably we're probably gonna get more characterization of Carmen, like, at some point, right? I don't know, like, when would logically happen, though, that's the thing. I don't know, maybe in Kanto 6. Such their voice actor with downgrading, or am I just hearing things? I don't think so, but I guess I could see it. I don't know, I don't think so. I feel like I would know, I feel like I would have heard about that if it was the case. It might be, though. I'm curious. Let me look up. Who's Don Gray's VA? Who's Don Gray's voice actor? Chang Min-hyuk. And then if I pull up like Ruina voice actors. Yeah, can I like Control F, Control V? No results. Yeah, it doesn't seem like. Yeah, no, I don't think it is, because she said Park Yohan. Yeah, I know. It is interesting, though, trying to figure out, like, you know, shared voice actors, though. Because there's definitely some, like, funny ones. Oh, but Chised shares a voice actor with Youngji, apparently. That's interesting, actually. That seems to fit. Really does. Any other funny ones I can figure out? Deep lore, true. Like if I look up, what about Sam Joe? Does he share any voice actors? I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Interesting stuff. And I think we don't know the voice actors for We don't know the voice actors for Canto 6 yet, because it doesn't tell us until the credits, so we'll learn... There might be some funny overlap there, too. I think there's people who have done, like, actual proper lists of all the overlap stuff. Like, I think. I don't remember a lot of them. Interesting, though, Chesed and Young G. Young G is definitely going to be super important later down the line. It might be a while later, though. And then tragedy suddenly befalls? I wouldn't say it was sudden. It slowly seeped in, rather. In case you're wondering, Gregor is still just laying on my lap. He's just being sleepy. He's being snuggly. Good boy. I can get that. I sometimes think that maybe the tragic event that struck me didn't come out of nowhere after all. Roland has a slight moment where he realizes that, oh, my actions have consequences, huh? Just the EP dog. He is a very EP dog. It's late. He's very awake for, like, you know, like, a solid, like kind of, like, from, like 10 in the morning to, like, kind of, like, to 5 in the afternoon. That's 7 hours is when he's, like, wide awake, usually. That's when he's, you know, being silly and stuff like that. But then, you know, at 5, I feed him his dinner, and he settles down for the night, basically. Isn't that right? He's also very tired today, because today was a very interesting day. There were a lot of people outside that he was watching and stuff, because there was a solar eclipse today, and I was in the, what do they call it? I don't know, I was in, like the place where, like, the area of totality or whatever? Yeah, so, like, I could see it super well, and that was cool. And so, yeah, there were a lot of people outside that he was just watching, and, like, witnessing the eclipse and stuff. I saw it for a little bit. That was cool. It was cloudy, so I only saw it for so long before the clouds rolled in and blocked it, but it was enjoyable. I was already getting drenched in it. It was doomed to happen from the beginning. I never really said things went wrong from the start, though. Just talking about my experience. Anyways, the coffee didn't really suit my taste, but I appreciate it. Let's give this work our best shot. You bet. We still have plenty of time, so let's talk things at our own leisure. Callie's now fond of coffee after trying it for some time, so I'm sure you can eventually come to enjoy it, Roland. Well, here's hoping. Also, because it's spring, Gregor is shedding so much onto my lap right now. Yeah, there we go. Floor of Social Science opened, which means we've got quite a few avenues to do. Yeah, we still have, you know, red to do, which we'll do eventually. Probably not today. I might attempt it like next stream or something though. We've got Pinocchio to do. We've got a lot of stuff to do. First things first, we're gonna do some rolling of the wheel, right? That's the best way to go about doing it, I think. Let's pull up the wheel. Mercedes being Hopkins and Eubong's Bar and Friars owner. Yeah. Or like another really funny one is how, you know, Sinclair is also Boris. That's one I think about a lot because it's a very funny duality there. It means like imagine like Sinclair pass on is also Boris. Just funny to think about. 7th to 4th Avenue fights on early floors are so sadly forgettable. Yeah. It happens. It just falls being early game Avenue fights, they're less the mechanic doesn't matter nearly as much. Oh, Gregor is falling off. Shh. What are you doing, buddy? You sent your form some time ago, by the way. Oh, let me see. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'll put that on the wheel. Don't you worry. Okay, and I think that means we're kept up to date now. So, let's just get into it and do a little bit of gambling and spin the wheel. My chat is ALF. Yeah, I don't. If you guys breach it, it'd be really bad. And we get. Is that Captain Fence or something? Captain Fence. It was on. It was on the fence, you could say. All right. Get close. Let's see. A hide choice. Let me remove that from the wheel. And let me switch back to the game. So Captain Fence is the first person on Chased's floor. So let's take a look at the details. Robbed again. On the border. Captain Fence is, you know... Let's see. Is there anything that works? Captain Fence has already rigged the boat once. There we go. Oppressive Captain Fence. There we go. Let's see. Let me pull up the form. Let's see. Captain Fence. Going up log percentage, so it may not be exact. Okay. Brownish red hair. It's giving me the RGB value, which doesn't really apply here. But, you know, brownish red I can figure out. That's close enough. Short bangs. Let's see. Which one are bangs? Like this, maybe? That probably works. Heart shape. If the hairstyle exists, there's a little heart-shaped part of the hair where the hair parts. Heart-shaped part of the hair where the hair parts. I've got no idea. Probably good enough. Facial expressions. Nothing about the face, so, you know, just, sure, that'll work. Or maybe we'll do like that. There we go, that's Captain Fence. Average height, 170, I assume is average. It's close enough, right? I think so. Oh, Gregor's being whiny. Baby. Let's see. So let's see. Battle symbols, intelligence gatherer. Is that one of these? No, which one is intelligence gatherer? I assume it's Dante? Because it's like 7 association stuff. I don't know where that'll be, though. And I might have just passed it already. No clue. Also ask for Price of Silence, though, so you know that one. That one's easy enough. I assume I missed it, then. Intelligence Gatherer. Let me see, dude. You pass it I? Oh, it's I. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I sure did pass it several times. There we go. Thank you for that. Appearance projection, Dante's page. Fair enough. I could have figured as much from having the Dante battle symbol. And dialogue time. Why are you being whiny, buddy? In case you're wondering, Gregor is part husky, so he does kind of sound like that sometimes. Okay, is that everything? Yeah, that's everything. Alright. There we go. We've got the oppressive Captain Fence. And you know what? That explains the size. Let's spin the wheel again. You know what? Usually I like save them, but you know we've got so much wheel spinning. We haven't done too much wheel spinning lately. You know what? Let's give it another shot. Let's spin it again. We do love gambling. There's a lot of people in the chat have people on the wheel here, and we'll see who's gonna become the next person on Chased's floor. And. Robbed again. What are the odds? What are the odds? Justin robbed once again, literally on the border. God. Oh, Yanni boy. Good boy. Yeah, you know, maybe it was rigged from the start. This is his floor too. It is Stargalia floor, true. Well, could chew his leg off. I guess it's deserved. Oh well. Where is it? I'm looking through the forums trying to find the one. Here we go. Looks nothing. Okay. I think we're just rolling with a generic Argalia page thing. Blue reverberation. There we go. I think they asked for. You know what? There we go. There's Argalia. There's Neon Gallia. Good enough. Cat religion. Combat entrance. Comes the blue reverberation. And a lot of very blue reverby type things. Of course it's on Shazed's floor. Being, you know, blue. Why are you blue? Cool. And we'll also throw that on. Yeah, we probably should. Because it's a blue reverb thing. You would not say that. You more or less would. Who's your favorite of the patrons? Oh, Hawkma. We're gonna make him short. There we go. We got a small little Argali on this floor. I think that fits. Alright, that'll be enough wheel spinning for now, though. We'll spin the wheel like once we do counter floor realization. What are you doing, Gregor? Being nosy. You only thought any other would start Argali when he first showed up in the fog. You probably are the only. You're probably not the only one, but that is a very strange thing to think. Same for W Corp and Index fights next. We'll do those in time. We'll at least do one. We gotta do some Abnos. I don't want to save Abnos too much, right? What do we think? Do we think, you know what, I don't think we need to change these. We got Mars, we got Walter, we got Tamaki. That's good enough, right? Surely. It is not, okay. Yeah, Puppeteer. Oh, we got a cheap Retaliate, though. That's wholesome. You're running a 3 cost to loosen up. Ooh, how scary. Okay, I'll dripped up. I've got that drip. That is true. You can't even see my head. That's how dripped up I am. Oh god, indiscriminate shots. Yikes. Yikes. That's fine. We got this. Yeah, we'll shoot you. Sure, why not? Can you believe it? This thing told a lie. Welp to the shredder. You'll have a page going first in the hit game library of Ruina, as you should. We love that going first. Let's see, Uzio, take the shot. Do you only have gun pages? Oh, it's Tamaki's, isn't it? Yeah. That's gonna be bad. It's also bad because that means we're only taking this stuff. That's fine. Well, we got this. Nah, we win. Oh, nice. Copy it on opponent's page. I think we win this because the defensive dice power up, or at least we've got good chances of winning it, right? Okay, you can't do much here. You can take the shot, though. It's gonna be a dodge. That's fine. We got this. Okay, I think having a gun page on this fight's probably a little bit bad. I know you're gonna be like, what makes you say that? But, I'm almost dead. That's fine. Okay, one of you is lying. Okay, I think I can guess who's lying. Oh god, you're gonna... Okay, we can't redirect that. That's unfortunate. You're getting retaliated. You're new to the Pierce, though, so you'll probably be fine. Okay, try that. Okay. For gamers use a basic deck. That is true. Nice. Very funny page to use against Learn. It really is. Okay, but we have Lying is bad now, so this is our turn to strike. It's being a turn to strike. I'm probably just gonna have you one side. Should we go for the main guy or should we go for one of the other ones? I kind of like going for the main guy. Actually, bottom right guy's already taken some damage, so it might be a good idea. Non-sub assault, one of these. You guys are learning. Learn really isn't that bad, so we can just do something like that probably on him. And then you gotta redirect that too. You can just wait up it, yeah. It's fine. Gun. Bang, bang, bang. Whatever you use Thrash versus Learn, actually, does it copy Thrash's die, or the dice Thrash is stolen? Do you mean, Brawl? If you mean Brawl, then I've got no idea, but I think it'll be the actual ones. I think it copies the page itself without the effects. So then it'll copy the actual dice rolls instead of the thing it copies. I believe. Going first, I'd rather if you didn't go first. Okay, we can go for a 3 cost fence there. Awesome. You're going for a Learn. You got Enduring, so like we could indiscriminate shots you. We might stagger you, that's also true. Actually, if we do it like this, we definitely can stagger you. Okay, that's cool. Nice. We're not able to copy the effects. Well, it's because it copies the page's roll. And the page itself's rolls are just like that, right? Okay, I'm at 1 HP, by the way. That's not good. Okay, you need to land a hit, so yeah, do that. We'll redirect with you. Actually, we need to check what's lying. I wonder what the lie is, huh? It's such a funny fight. It's especially really easy since I know what I'm doing, but like, even if I didn't, like, it's very funny, isn't it? And go for the 1 cost wait up, might as well. We shouldn't have gone. I didn't want to redirect, but that's fine. Is that a drip book? Yeah, it is. I made it myself. It goes pretty hard, I think. It's a little too large, but that's fine. Okay, but now you guys are weakened this turn. Good, we gotta retaliate here. This should work, I think. Oh god, we need to land hits though. Because I made the great decision to take Pulsation, we really need to make sure we actually hit the enemy a fair bit of times. Okay, we staggered the main guy, that's pretty good. Why do you have shrooms? It's a Piranha Plant. Yeah, it's a Piranha Plant hat. It's also what my little avatar has. My avatar's all pixely, so it's hard to tell. I could Fervent Beats myself. Actually, I kind of want to Fervent Beats Magenta Intruder because Fervent Beats Gun with a bit. And you are going to... What's better here? Probably take the shot, right? Yeah. You need to land that hit. You can... I'm gonna Lying is bad just for the bit, right? Might as well. Just so we can redirect it. That's the main thing. And we tie there. That's to be expected. That's fine. We're not doing a lot of damage because our decks are awful, right? Okay, I've got Lying is bad. I wonder what the lie is. It's really hard to tell, huh? Okay, you shoot this guy dead. Yeah, we've got a little bit of strength on you, so that'll work out. And you can redirect that. You can take the chop it off. Oh, Roland didn't deal damage, so we lose a bunch of HP this turn, though. That's fine. That's fine. The lie is bad, though, so, you know, we're gaming. As long as you're playing with the deck you play for this fight, it's easy. Yeah. Even if it's like an all... Oh, God. You can't attack this turn. And you die to Fervent Beats anyways, don't you? That's unfortunate. Really is. That's fine. You just got a Lying is bad, some random thing. Nice, staggered that guy. We can get rid of Copycat. That's wholesome. Okay, that's fine. This is all we need after all. Silent Knight? I really don't want to have to clash with you, but might need to. No, we don't have to. You can be on kill duty. And this should work. You didn't even kill on kill duty. A little bit lame of you to not kill on kill duty. So sad Magenta died of Hakma. Who's Magenta? That's the question. This fight, it just cracks me up every time I see it. Like, I sure wonder what's wrong. That's not a good clash, actually. We can retaliate with you. You can just retaliate that, and that should work. And you're gonna need to win this clash, right? Otherwise you die. So try not dying, maybe. Okay, that was scary, but we're fine. I'm alive. I've been living at like barely an HP. I've been slowly gaining HP back thanks to keeping in stride as well, which is funny. Okay, all you can do is lying. Oh no, you can actually go for a 3-cost fence. That's fine enough. Non-stop assault or clash. Just loosen up, because we've got more strength than you at this turn, because, you know, we've clashed the lie. What's going on? I'm fighting the puppets, and I've got some pretty stupid things I'm using to fight the puppets. That I mean very stupid things. I'm running Mars's page, and I think I'm running Walter's page for Puppet for the bit, or for Pinocchio. It's not Puppet, but close enough. Okay, and you died of burn, so that's a victory. Tool is pretty good. Well, yeah, it is. Okay, but here they are. Gathered in Angela, Mr. Coffee Addict, Mrs. Smoking Addict, and the kid addicted to sharp-tonguedness. Why, you arranged a meeting for us folks who accepted your proposal? Make no mistake, Angela, we aren't on your side. We only share a common goal. Wait, fight someone actually using a tool out. That would be cool. I really think they should incorporate. I think tool avenues are cool. I think Project Moon has just not used them well, like, at all. Like, a lot of the ones in LobCorp are just kind of bad. And because they don't produce energy or anything, like, you just kind of want to ignore them. Like, the only reason to clip off. And they've basically been dropped since then. Seeing more tool avenue stuff would be pretty cool, right? Unlike that beanpole in black is totally sucking up to her. I'm just an employee doing my best to work, and now you're calling me a beanpole. I think, like... She's talking about Bina, right? I'm fairly certain she's talking about Bina, and Roland just, like, thinks she's talking about him. I don't know for sure. That's how I've always interpreted it, but Roland is also beanpole in black. They both can be described as beanpoles in black, right? I don't know. Because Bina is sucking up to Angela as far as Tifret's concerned. I think Tifret could call Bina a beanpole. I think she could. I think she would. She's the kid addicted to sharp-tonguedness for a reason. Cyber you must yeah, the aberration. Yeah. Because the actual Abno is you must be strong, right? Because the machine is the Abno, the factory in the background. The cyborgs themselves are just the byproducts of it. When you have some running tool effects. Yeah, like the king, like the Knight of Despair effect, yeah. That's a cool one. Common goal. Yes, that is all I ask of you. As long as we share the same purpose, you'll have to be on my side, like it or not. Both you and I are blind for the light. And you're still chained to the past! That's funny. Do you think you're free from your past? Tiff has Exodian sense, yeah. No need to fear death. Have you forgotten already, just said? The days you spent succumbed to fear. Oh no, how can I forget? I still remember it clearly, you know? The shame of giving in to that anguish will haunt me as long as I live. Oh yeah, Poxbird is also Exodia. That's true. Bina has the other. Bina has Exodia. But I don't want to forget those memories. Decided to embrace them instead. So did everyone else here. He's right. I don't believe that I failed to protect anything. I could save the life of someone who inherited her will. Enoch's sacrifice wasn't in vain either. That's what I believe. Pray tell, miss, who's really changed in the past here? The past you speak of are so light and insignificant. Sure, if that's what you think. You only care about the feelings and agony you bear. Are you trying to call me selfish? No. Just like how you can't understand our pain, we can't understand yours. You think you're so great. What about inter-trauma? Yeah, we had therapy. We worked those out, basically. They've had their therapy in the form of the core suppressions already. Angela hasn't had her therapy quite yet at this point in the game. And it takes her a while for her therapy to go through. Sometimes it's not as easy as just, going through a day, but, like, with really, like, bad, like, Wi-Fi connection. So, sometimes therapy takes a little more effort than just doing a day of work, but, you know, on a JPEG builder. Angry Bird, true. Especially if you never experienced the same thing yourself. Others can't just walk a mile in your shoes. No one will get you if you don't speak up. Speaking of therapy, do you think we'll manage to get through categorization in one stream? No, I've not done categorization since it released, and I don't. Oh god, it's gonna be rough. You love Angry Birds? You do. Don't you try to lecture me after all this time. Don't you try to lecture me with your $30 haircut. Off she goes. That was way too harsh, guys. Did you really have to be so hard on her? It's not because we hate her. We're saying this for Angela's sake. It's hard to take a step forward if there's no one around to give you honest advice. Hear, hear. Tifa and I tell Gabura so many things for her own good, too. Oh yeah, this one. Just said. The sounds of, you know, steam coming out of her ears and stuff. My imitation of the German imitating that noise. Run, just said. Well then, if you'll excuse me, it wasn't a very pleasant meeting, but I'll say it was a meaningful one, since all of us got together for once. Well, she's about to blow up. See you around, Roland. Are those two always like that? Yeah. He does it every day, knowing she'll get mad at him. Boy, that's brutal. Guess I'll have to expect the middle floors to be a war zone. A lot of soundboard. And you're acting as the mediator between those two. Who knows what kind of mess this place would be if I didn't stop them. But still, they actually care for one another, so don't think too badly of them. Vertical split. Yeah, there's a really funny... I like to throw it on Gabura for the bit, but there's a really funny appearance projection where it's just base Gabura, but her weapon is just a dead Chesed, and it goes hard. Yeah, looks like not killing him outright is as good as her care gets. Level up, we get some interesting Yamada pages. I'll probably have one person on this floor build her own lives for the bit, because that's always funny. So we'll be able to spin the wheel. I guess first off, I should throw on the funny appearance projection, shouldn't I? For the bit. There we go. It's kind of hard to see it there, but that is dead Chesed as a weapon. And, you know, I think that fits Gabura perfectly well enough. But yeah. Third wheel spin today alone, and it's probably not going to be the last one, too, which is good. We're getting a lot of wheel spins today, which is quite nice. Of course, you know, as I like to say, if you have not inputted anything into the form to be put onto the wheel, the link's in the description. If you want to submit your own librarian, feel free. But with, you know, that, like, classic disclaimer out of the way, God, why is it sorted like this? I didn't mean to hit that. Give me a second. My OBS tabs were, sorted wrong. But yeah, we're getting another wheel spin. 11 people on the wheel right now, quite a few people in the chat, of course. Will there be unfortunate luck once again, or will we land on one of you guys? Let's just give it a spin. Oh. Freeze. Alright. Let's take a look. And is that... I think that's... Let's see. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, it's Frizu's. That's what I thought. Pretty cool. Mr. Freeze from the cinematic masterpiece The Incredibles 1. Close enough. Close enough. Let's see. Let's see. Hairstyle bangs a backside 3. Color 00100. Pure white. Eyes eye 1, eyebrow 5, mouth 13. Eye color 08100. Alright. Skin 240, 080. It doesn't... The first number doesn't matter if the second number is at 0. But that's fine. It doesn't change anything, but yeah. Here we go. Page you want to have Esther, we don't have that yet. Oh wait, height 170. Standard size once again. Okay. Frizu would do this. I'm nothing better than hidden. So I want to actually get the stat benefits from it. Alright. You want the HV? It was supposed to be the point of these is supposed to be for appearances, but you know, it's going for the actual bits. Nose none, cheek overloaded charge. Mouth accumulate wedge hidden. Yeah, the ones that are straight up HP and did Frieza really just take all the ones that are HP and stagger resist up? I think so, which is funny. Ear brachial quite great. Another person who's taken one of the funny auras. Let's go. Keen eyes. Forget the general is useless for like 2 fights. Yeah. It's funny that I'm one of the ones on here. Oh wait, headwear 1. Keen eyes. Who's keen eyes? Oh, interesting. Was not expecting the keen eyes. That one's not hidden. Headwear 2. Backstreet's researcher. Hidden. Of course, it's a HP and stagger resist up. Headwear 3, hot-blooded brawler, also hidden. Of course, it's an HP up. And then persistent vitality hidden. It's a yeah. All 5 of these are there for the stats. Didn't do anything for nose because none of these are like straight up ups. Fair enough. Preferred floor. Oh, preferred floor general work. Someone who actually got... I don't know if anyone's gotten... I think like maybe a couple people have gotten their preferred floor. Someone who's actually gotten their preferred floor, so that's good. Min-max oriented game, unbelievable. True. Okay. Time for the... Let's see. Ben Gaze, I think that's an emoji. I do not know the Project Moon emojis too well off the top of my head, but you know, it's one of them. On death, the fault lies with you, Ishmael, of course. On ally death, the heavy is dead. Who killed him? I will find him, and no one will ever die again. Oh, yeah. I can't quote one from one. I've got a friend who probably could, but you know, funny bit. Anything? Dex 3 cost for the entire deck. Oh, Frizu wants... Okay. Frizu wanted to be the Lies Curiosity person. You know, you're really lucky, because you're actually going to be able to get that. Your YouTube avatar is actually a crop of this nugget. Oh. I see. Yeah, that checks out. But yes, someone who's actually getting their, like, preferred, like, role. Stars aligned. They really did. Well, you'll enjoy it. I guess we could actually use... I guess we could use Keter here if we wanted to for proselytes. What 3-cost do you think go to this point? Good question. I think the best play is to throw on Emma's page. Well, oh, we need to burn. We need to burn puppet stuffers. How could I forget? How many weighty puppet books did I get? Decent bit. That's cool. Oh yeah, we got a lot of puppet books though. Excellent. We're gonna want all these repressed fleshes. And then, you know, burn a couple more of them, and burn a bunch of weighty puppets. I don't think I need to save any weighty puppet books, but I mean, might as well. Yeah, we'll commit to the blunt bit is funny, right? Puppet page 2 is a bunch of them, nice. Yeah, we're gonna want a blunt person on this floor anyways, so I mean, might as well roll with it, right? I'll give you one of these puppet pages, sure, just grab both of those. Oh, what else is there for blunt? I know there's like some other stuff, like you've got stuff like Moo Moo. And we're actually kind of out of space, so I don't think we can really fit too much. I guess we'll throw on Moo-Moos, so it works. Bounty Death is 4. Bounty Death is 4 cost, and it also, you know, we'd have to run Yujin on this floor, which I don't particularly think. It's 4 cost for the bit. Okay, sort by 3s. Gonna want that sharp nails, gonna want that repressed flesh. The blunt stuff, of course, that's obvious. Could do more automated movements. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea. I don't think... Is being picked up on my mic the whining in the background? I think Quiet Forbidden started whining all of a sudden again. Did we get any more boundary in the last bit of last stream? I don't know if we did it. The last bit? I don't know. You're whining a lot, buddy. You're okay. I guess he's just awake because it's been a exciting day for him. You're a good boy. You're okay. Yeah, come here. Come here. Let's see, more blunt stuff, potentially. More sharp nails, I guess, and then some forceful chests. Sure, we'll roll with that. Also probably give myself something better. Okay, boy. We're good. You're okay. Baby boy. Cannot silence the beast. I really can't, huh? Let's see. I should probably give myself some better stuff, though. We want as many dice as possible to maximize the emotional level for light if we want to min-max. Good. That's for sure. Min-maxing is not my thing. I like throwing the random garbage. You know what? I'm gonna use a Dante's page. No one runs Dante's page. It'll be funny. You know what? Let's just run Mono 7 Association stuff on me for the bit. I'm not even like a particular 7 Association fan. We're also not doing this. We'll do some other stuff too. And I'll do a single draw of the sword though. So I've got some light interest. This is an awful duck. And you know what? Mars's page? I don't think we need to change Mars's page. This looks good enough. We're gonna use Keter here for the bit, right? I think we gotta. Has anyone ever used engagement? I doubt it. Maybe. There's probably some situation in which it's usable, right? Hello, Miss Lala. Here's your prescript. To Lala, put 3 needles in Lily's birthday cake by noon tomorrow. By Lily, does it mean Miss Lily who's living next door? I did hear it's her birthday tomorrow. Oh. He made the husky noise there. The story's long, might take a nap. Fair enough. We'll see if I actually get through in a decent pace. We've been doing pretty well. Like, it's only been an hour and 20 minutes, and we've already done, like, so much relative to the average stream, it feels like. Because we've already done a fight and an Abno. Like, that's a lot. Didn't do Scarecrow. I probably should have done Scarecrow before this, but oh well. Confirm with Giannis bigger Their hair is just naturally like that. I mean, I think his hair is just like that. Maybe it's like dyed or something. Maybe like his hair is originally black and, you know, he bleached a bunch. Probably not bleached, but, you know, he dyed a bunch of it or something. Hopefully not bleached. That's not... I mean, if it is... Jan dyeing his hair with bleach is a funny idea, though. He just goes bald. But, you know, I don't know. That Pump sells Jan milk. They sold Hakma milk for a bit. That was a funny bit with some of my friends for a while. They got the Hakma milk. I'm not sure myself. What if she bites one of those needles and gets hurt? You never know. She might luckily notice the needles before she eats them. Or you could tell her in advance that there are needles in her cake. Oh, is it okay for me to spoil the prescript to her? The prescript didn't say anything about it, so it should be alright. I thought it's just having random outfits because the prescript demanded it. Yeah, imagine like you get a prescript like you must dye your hair like the worst color you could possible. What if let me pull up the image. I've got this. Yeah, this is one of my like recently searched ones because this is something it's a bit I make on occasion with some friends. But like imagine like you get a prescript, it's just telling you must dye your hair like this, and that you're just forced to live like that for the rest of your life. Like your hair is, you must dye your hair to look like the unpleasant gradient. How would you feel? What would you do? That would be awful, wouldn't it? You die. That's a fair enough response, I think. You was gonna face it to the third person you see. God. Imagine, like... There's some other funny things. I think the idea of prescripts that, like, all they do is they make it so you, like, look awful for the rest of your life is so funny. Like, it's stuff that doesn't necessarily, affect you, right? But, in ways like, you must wear clown makeup for the rest of your life, stuff like that. Imagine someone, you're living in Nest, you're under your protection of the Index, right? And you get a prescript, wear clown makeup, and you're like, alright, you paint your face white, and you're forced to live like that. Next day you can get another prescript, you must wear a round red nose. Alright, you do that. Next day you're forced to dye your hair random colors, you're forced to make it into an afro. And imagine just every day you get another prescript that just makes you into more and more of a clown. And now that you've gone through all that mental simulation, that's the average life of a Silk Song thing. It's coming one day, trust. It's strange though, I've only been getting weird prescripts like this lately. Is there a meaning to this? If you don't carry out the prescripts, the Index won't provide protection. You have a family, right? I hope you can fulfill this one smoothly. Okay. It's not a prescript that tells the prospect to rip your lungs off, you know. Well... I mean, then you'd at least be dead. Like, what if you get a prescript saying you must live? And you must live like this forever. And, what if you only got prescripts that just made you, more and more of a clown? Oh, your prescript now, great. They've already made me dressed like a clown. I'm fully a clown now. What could come next? The third person you meet must smell the flower on your neck, then they will be sprayed with water. Imagine you just get fully dictated into being, a full clown. You just spit in the face of a big brother. Well, I mean, maybe if the prescript wills it to be so, then, I mean, it has to be done, right? Hello, Mr. Gigigig. You've got a new prescript. What now? What more am I supposed to do now? Sorry, sir. I sadly can't do anything for you, even if you cling to me. Now, take a deep breath and read it out. To Gigigig. Play rock, paper, scissors with the third person you meet and play rock. If you win, pull out 59 strands of their hair. I did talk to speech being due to prescript is cool. Yeah. I do wonder if people might just talk like that in S-Corp. And I don't think so, because, I mean... Some of, like, because Yisong and Dong Grang and Dong Bak were from S-Corp too, and they spoke... I mean, Yisong speaks funny, but in, like, a way that matches too, right? I don't think Dawn's from S-Corp, though. Maybe she's from some other corp, though. Because S-Corp is more so, like, you know, kind of like a feudal Korea, right? That's why Yisong speaks, that's why the Blade lineage speaks like that. Very, like, funny, like, poetical type, you know, Korean speech thing, I guess. I'm phrasing this weird, but you know what I mean. I wonder if Dawn is going to be from a genuine, like, medieval district. Prescript, drink the airport jungle juice. Oh! Gregor keeps on attacking me, in case you're wondering why I'm not progressing. He keeps on jumping up onto me. Onto the back of my chair. You're good, boy. You're good. Prescript, give Gregor pats. I can definitely do that one. Yeah, bye, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Gregor not stall the stream. Impossible. Well, if Gregor didn't stall the stream, then I would stall the stream, right? You know, the stream is destined to be stalled. Then apply seafood cream pasta sauce with meal words filled with styrofoam to it 3 times and eat it with a fork. Sick. You're telling me to eat that? I had to make risotto out of sewer water and give it to Minji next door just a week ago. They ate it without asking and ended up going to the ER. She's not very happy about this. I'm sorry. All I do is deliver the prescripts. Please, I'll give you as much money as you want. Or let me get a different prescript just this once, I beg you. I'd love to change this, but I don't have the authority to do that. Everyone faces a test of faith in the prescripts. I hope you can overcome this. Messenger Yan, long time no see. There's Gloria. Hello, Proxy Gloria. Do you have business with Mr. Lamarcus here, too? I got Leon gives potential workarounds, even if they might not work. Yeah. Some of my friend prescripts play favorite challenge to rock paper scissors. Yeah. Just pet the Gloria. Fair enough. Creature. Yep, I do. I got a prescript. Hello, Mr. Lamarcus. Are you there? We're here to talk. This won't do. Leave it to me, sweetie. Aha! There you are! Please, it was a tiny issue! Did this person not carry out his prescript? Nope. So prescript came down to me telling me to smash Mr. Lamarcus' frontal lobe. Usually proxies only receive prescripts on the rare occasion of someone else not carrying out their prescript, Mr. Lamarcus. Who's this guy? He's not one of us. Melt him. I love melting people. Kill the painting you've drawn. Does this make sense to you? Painting was everything in my life, and I smeared my own heart with the ink, stabbed them, tore them, painted pictures of dead people in so many different ways. I did everything. Huh? That's a toad simple problem. Just pick anyone from the streets, use them as a model for your painting, and then kill them. Isn't that a no-brainer? This isn't my fault. It's the prescript being too vague. It's not the prescript's fault that you were too dumb to get it. The dumb is not even the painting. Yeah, that's the whole thing about the prescripts, though. The thing about the prescripts, they've been predestined, right? If you're assigned a prescript and you're basically predestined to be unable to do it, then you're going to be unable to do it. Like, they're just super all-knowing. For a lot of reasons, that's just so... It's very strange, because it's the will of the city itself. Like, if you could complete the prescript, then that's what the prescript was meant to do, right? It was meant to get you killed. Because it benefits the index in some way we can't understand. And then we should know the prescript nature actually does beyond an explanation that is a very metaphorical explanation. No, I think it's not metaphorical. I think it is quite literal. It is the will of the city. It's specifically like the vibrations of the city just in such a way where it's always beneficial for the index. That's the thing. The prescripts always turn up favorable in the index, even the ones that seem like they do nothing. They always help them somehow. Talking about being paid, some people walking around. Yeah, like the tremors, every single step in the city, every single action of everyone in the city affects the prescripts to some degree. The slightest tremor could make a difference, right? You're also a god of the city. I'll take your word for it. I did all I could to live! I relayed numbers to a guy called Ruina. I moved a unicorn plush to a park, and I even found a way to see green from a white wall for high-end. I've been doing so good! Oh! Thank you for the $5 donation, Lefty Puppet. I had to give you some money. Well, yeah, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. I can like it? I don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you for that. You can like donations. You can! I don't know why I can like donations, but yeah, thank you for that. Is it? Oh god, no. What does that do? Art it? Cool. I don't know how to use YouTube very well. Yeah, thank you for that. Index or tremor confirmed? They probably are. Donations. I think that's a very logical one. It's got the Kylotl channel perks, god. I think there's a lot of cool ways they could take index IDs. That's for sure. Wonder how they do it. Blade unlock stuff and whatnot. Too bad you couldn't keep it up this time. I understand that you tried, but once we get a prescript, we should carry it out. No exceptions. I'm sorry. Index weapons do look tremor mechanical weaponry. Yeah, it fits. You're gonna go your bed. Yeah, your nugget's gonna show up when you're gone. There. Oh! What are you doing, Greg, or what? He's just sniffing my, like, legs super hard. Hello, Mr. John. Here's your prescripts. Johnny Bravo. What? To John, stand at any three-way intersection at 3:38 tomorrow. Look to the east and wave 7 times. Is this really all I have to do to be protected by you guys? No need to pay money like with the other syndicates. Yes, that's the case. All I need to do is carry out each prescript accordingly. Sweet! The index really is the best! You don't ask for backbreaking fees like the others do. Will you please reconsider? Nothing is truly free in the city. Next is really one of the bad ones. Yeah, all the fingers are bad. That's the whole thing, right? Like, a lot of them, I mean... So they've got their, like, obvious upsides with some of them, but yeah, they are all very bad. We haven't even seen the Pinky yet. Pinky's supposed to be the worst, though, which is exciting. Like, but unlock's more likely. I think a cool way to do it would be... Like, imagine, like, an ID... Imagine if the whole gimmick was all three of their skills had equal weight. Like, all three of their skills showed up twice in the deck, right? Something like that. I think that could be a cool mechanic, like, you know? Like, instead of having a skill through, they're like... I don't know. And then if you use all three of the skills, then Blade Unlock happens if you trigger the passive, right? Like the Railway 2 deck stuff? No, I more so mean, like... Imagine if all skills had, like, the same weight. Like, all three skills that had existed twice. Instead of it being, like, 3, 2, 1, it would be 2, 2, 2, right? That's an idea. So I gotta send into a mod at the start of the stream. Yeah. I mod my friends who have actually played the games. That's the thing. And Zell, recently, he beat Ruina, and he's currently like halfway through Limbus. If Zell, if you're still in the chat, please do get out, of course, because we'll probably talk. He's only at like the start of Canto 4. It happens a lot, unfortunately. Even though it's a Ruina stream, we talk a lot about random stuff. I just have a care of the prescripts that come to me from time to time, don't I? The nest went under so suddenly. Dangerous gangs started prancing around the residential area. And other syndicates all wanted me to pay absurd amounts of money or sign these ridiculous contracts. And they pull a unique gimmick for Index instead of Blade or Singleton, like prescript or something. Yeah, that'd be cool too. I think they definitely could. I feel like it could fit, you know, their own unique Tremor gimmick. Honestly, you've been paying attention to the stream. Fair enough. Yeah. But yeah, I was saying you should just probably get out just for safety. The Index is the only one me and my family can count on. Although, Zell, if you haven't left yet, you can make a nugget in the description if you want to, you know, get your own librarian in here. If you believe so, you'll be safe as long as you follow the prescripts. You want teamwork built around defensive skills? Yeah, I think so. There's some interesting, like, capabilities from certain things. That's for sure. Like, I do like how defensive skills is often really good for, because defensive skills are often really good for, like the DHEIDs for like managing the discard if you want to get that Insight 3 sooner rather than later, and also for the sake of like removing bottom skills, right? But that's more so, you know, the benefits of not using defensive skills still. Maybe. Hello, proxies. You have a new prescript to carry out. New prescripts, huh? We've been getting prescripts a whole lot more often these days. Senator Proxy got a messenger, they would have a weapon that would fit them. Yeah, I know, that's because that's mentioned in one of the books, right? In one of the books you can read. In this game... Although I feel like if they get an idea of someone, chances are that weapon would fit them in the first place. I don't know, if we get like a proselyte, then it would make sense if it was just kind of like an index form of their base weapon, right? But if it was based off of like a named index character, they might just use that weapon and it quote-unquote fits them still, because it's based on that character, right? But, like, I like the idea of, like, proxies getting weapons that match that, or proselytes getting the ones that just match their base thing, right? That'd be cool. Imagine, like, Index, like, gauntlets or something on Merso. Although I hope Merso would get a proxy ID instead of a proselyte, but you know what I mean. Prescripts will be prescripts. It's not like you ever cared about how many prescripts you got. I have no doubts about prescripts, no. Though I might be seeing a lot of bloodshed with the thumb and the sweepers at this rate. I don't have any blood left in my body to shed anyhow. Me when I sell all my blood. Index just gets like a prawn suit from Subnautica. I mean, that's just like Rhino at that point, right? Close enough. If wars with the prescripts required, we shall gladly wage war. It's our role to act on behalf of the prescripts' will. We will carry out the prescripts we receive first. I mean, it's also, like, potentially what higher Vi associations do. There's, like, a kid who got a full body thing. I don't think she's a kid. I don't think she's a child. I think she is an adult who just sounds like that. I do not think she's a child. Knowing Project Moon, especially not. She's just putting on a voice, right? I don't know. I don't think her age is listed in the art book. I might be wrong, though. Is the right art book? That is not. I looked up art book in the search bar and pulled up the first result, and art book for the wrong game. Art book for a game I have not played, but I have installed. Not a good idea to look at that, I don't think. No, let me find the actual Ruina art book. It's somewhere here. And because I'm kind of curious at this point, right? Because I don't think it's at her age. Yeah, there's the art book. Yes, I did, DC. So I have it downloaded. I can't play it because I need your family library. Because Steam Family Sharing is different now, so we need to reset it up. But I do still have it downloaded. See, Gloria, age, question mark, question mark, question mark, yeah. Esther is 37 and Hubert is 35, though. Doesn't say anything. Oh, it says Gloria's voice took inspiration from a certain spider-shaped robot from a certain series. I've got no idea what. But she sounds like that because of a reference. And I don't get the reference. When you saw her being a child thing, I think that's just someone theorizing. What does it mean by being a reference to a spider robot from a certain anime, though? Chat, what's the reference? I do not watch, like, any anime. It's probably something classic. What's like a spider robot woman who sounds like Gloria? Who can say? I guess no one knows. As proxies, each of us... Penny Parker... I don't think so. It's based on, like, anime, right? I think it means, like, actual, like, classic anime character. That's fairly different, right? Who can say? I could Google it. Let's go stalling. We love stalling. Robot spider anime classic. It's mostly Spider-Man stuff. Yeah, I don't think I can Google this. List of mecha animes. I don't think that's it. I can't. No clue. Alright, classic anime sci-fi. Like, there is a lot of classic anime sci-fi stuff. I don't know. Oh well. On there we go. We love delaying. We love delaying. Ghost in the Shell robots. Let's see. Ghost in the Shell spider tank? So they have child voices? Angel's AI's very childish personality. I don't know, it could be this. $2. Thank you for the $2 donation, Lefty Puppet. Wholesome. I appreciate it. That's $2. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be something classic. YouTube emoji. What is that YouTube? Why is there an emoji that's just YouTube with like a roof over it? What is that emoji supposed to? YouTube emojis are so weird, right? I do not understand them. Wholesome. Oh, back to live chat. Buy a bag of chips. That's true, I could. Ruina's from like the teens. Ruina released 2020. Like, Ruina is not a very old game, right? like what are these emojis supposed to mean? 3 like laughing game over. I don't know. As proxy, each of us will convey the content the prescript messenger Jan gave us to the proselytes in our familia. What are the prescripts about this time, by the way? Like, what is that emoji supposed to be? It's just a man in, like, agony. Like, they're just torturing a guy. Oh, God, I can look at all of them here. God. I don't know. I'm getting off topic again, but that's because these are so incomprehensible. Oh well. Let's see. Managed to extract the spinal cords of 37-year-old people in this nest. Every 37-year-old in the nest? Dunno. It's up to proxy Esther to clarify ambiguities in prescripts, you know? It does target all citizens to the nest. Search for every single person of the specified age and take their spine. She said the line, "We love stealing spines. We love stealing spines of 37-year-olds. Our first task is to exchange the left leg of the 14th person we come across today with the right leg of the 26th person we run into." They're so out there. It actually feels strange to get a straightforward prescript for once. You see, Jan? Eliminate the thumb. No time limits. This is always a funny one. Like, just don't do it then. You'll get to it eventually, right? This one needs no explanation. I will send my process to the library as my prescript dictates. Oh boy, the index really is coming for us, huh? It seems the prescripts are often vague and need clarifications. I haven't seen them myself, so I frankly have no idea how those instructions look. Don't know who makes the prescripts either. It's impossible that they could maintain such a massive syndicate following orders that come out of nowhere. No time limits doesn't mean no limits at all. I guess so, but like, you can take your time, like, just kill a thumb guy like every other day or something, and like, you'll slowly be eliminating the thumb, right? Slowly but surely. Well, you're still working towards it, right? As long as you're working towards it, it's probably fine. That's the scary part. Those prescripts seem random, but they work out in their favor somehow. They wouldn't give the note to these prescripts to someone if they knew it wouldn't get done. Yeah. That's the thing. Once again, a lot of the theoretical is about, like, oh, what if you just did this inside of the prescript? Like, the thing is, whatever the results end up being are basically predestined by the time the prescripts was sent out. Like, you don't have free will when it comes to prescripts. I think that one's probably made by Yawns, just testing limits and stuff. Yeah. And no one knows who's responsible for making them. I haven't seen anyone that knows, at least. The prescripts are long since appointed as a star of the city. I can hardly believe that so many are following such ambiguity so blindly. That's pretty much everyone in the city. Like they said, people all just live according to the purpose of life given by someone or something else without thinking twice. Heck, those who are still lost with the purpose would gladly take prescripts. Even if they require them to yield their own lives? They're willing to declare war against the thumb because a prescript said so, but life surely isn't the biggest concern for them. But that's only a conflict between syndicates, not wings. Can it really be called a war? Hey man, you have no idea how big they really are. When the hundreds of finger-affiliated syndicates all clash at the same time, the scale in the aftermath is most certainly comparable to that of a war between wings. He's a genius though, he already has a plan to bait them. Yeah. This town's gonna be noisy with those fanatics around for a while. Alright, no other dialogue because it's just nameless people. And it's only 4 of them, only 1 wave. I think Keter can do this. They're goated. We've got some great decks, like, Frizu's got this stupid bit. Okay, they all want me dead immediately. Oh yeah, I've got this deck, Engagement, so I can use On Guard, which gives strength to target next scene. How useful. It's got a secondary effect, but you know, it's still just kind of like, why? Engagement on too. You can't redirect anything, awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna need to take at least one of these attacks, that's fine. We'll live. You can repress flesh one of them, so that's wholesome. We can non-stop. We still have non-stop assault on you. Yeah, it's fine. We got this. Relax. We'll handle this. I am the angry punk. Okay, and we can shoot you a little bit with Magenta Intruder. That's something, right? Do you have first turn stuff? Yeah, you do. Okay, cool. Solid damage, that's for sure. We love gun pages, especially first turn. What St. Bernard would do Keter beyond Urban Plague? Well, here's the thing. Keter's actually on pace with all of our other good floors right now. That's the thing. We don't have any floors with the 4th Avenue done yet. So Keter is at the same level as Tiferet right now for some reason. Same level as Tiferet, same level as the rest of Asaya. Like, they are technically at the same level right now. Normally, you would not use Keter at this point. Also, awesome redirection time. But I can. That's the funny bit. Okay, I'm being executed. Awesome. I probably had it coming. I can sharp nails one of these guys, though. We cannot redirect all these guys, so that's unfortunate. I might just die here, honestly. Which would be a little bit silly. Actually, no, we can shoot you again, right? Go for another indiscriminate shots, maybe stagger. Probably not, though, but we can try. Why is Mullet so smelly for the bit? It's his aura, because he's a strong fixer. It's not stench. It's one of the battle symbols, though. There's battle symbols that are just those weird auras, because they're from Distorted Ensemble. What do you think about Dead Rabbit's boss? What about him more specifically? I think Matthew seems like a funny guy. It's a shame we'll never get to actually meet him. Because he's long dead. I'll throw this on you so that you can get the randomized costs going. Weird screen effect, awesome. They still want me dead. I can't redirect that thing. Okay. You're going to... I'm gonna need to win this with riposte! I'm dead. That's unfortunate. I guess the class is probably the most difficult you've had campaign before, yeah. I think a lot of people have been saying that. I didn't have too much trouble. None of my friends didn't have too much trouble either, but I think the main thing is if you have Suncliff or if you've got a friend who's got a Suncliff support, it makes your life a lot better, right? Just run Suncliff. That's the secret. That's always the secret, though. If you're not running Suncliff, you should just be running Suncliff. You know what? Never run any other IDs. Solo everything with Suncliff if you're you know, not a coward. Alright? That's all you need. It's that simple. Yeah, the map fight was actually that was the hardest one for me. That was the only one I actually lost to, right? I think I had to second try it. Didn't have too much trouble with the rest of them. But once again, I'm not a good bassist because I've got stupidly good stuff. I've got, like, everything maxed usually, right? Which is why I'm running Mariachi Sinclair, to make sure I commit to a funny bit. Okay, you died to pulsate. Okay, cool. Spurs. Suncliff's super felt and fun League of Human Fights in part 1. Yeah. Okay, how are we looking here? Let's see. Got that automated movement. We can win some clashes, though. That's the thing, right? You gotta go for a rough industry, and you know you're just gonna kill this guy. You can take a hit, right? We roll with this. This'll work. Like, you think the Flash scenes can't afford this? The CP developers of the past, but no, the district goes. I mean, yeah, that I can't afford though, because they were like, no, it's actually just like this, which was a funny reveal, but like, it's not a new thing, right? Okay, it's unfortunate for the randomized cost part, but that's alright. Doesn't matter too much. You can shoot this guy dead. You're 1 HP because, you know, you can't die to that. That's cool. Roland at 1 HP, it happens. Sometimes Roland explodes. This might be one of those times. Gun. Magenta 2 just shoots these guys dead. Just saying you found it funny. Yeah, it is pretty funny. It's British. That's how it's like in Victorian Britain. They hadn't invented color back then, and you know, the times of the British. Yeah, I'm gonna Fervence Beats you too for the real funny bit. These guys are a little bit dead. Yeah. Just a little bit. Nowhere near all you guys unless you've given up on Mr. Kuvan. Don't give up. That's genuinely, like, the best advice I can give. Just don't give up. It may be a hard fight, but, like, keep at it, right? It's also a fun fight because of the difficulty. It's all about, like, kind of managing properly. Use blunt stuff. Don't feel bad about using support units, especially against Ricardo, right? If you want, like, a support Grip Sinclair, absolutely go for it. If you don't have any friends with Grip Sinclair or something, you can just add my friend code. I think I have it in the description of my channel. And, you know, I'll accept it, right? Use that if you need to. Abuse the fact Ishmael can't die, right? You'll get through it in time, right? Thinking about an AoE targeting because it's so useful for it. Yeah. You have Grip Clear? Yeah. That's nice then. Just bring every blunt you have. Yeah, exactly. A lot of strong blunt IDs is the secret. A lot of the times. Also, the new Butler ID, like Butler Otis, stuff like that, probably super good to have blunt focus, sinking focus IDs, get his sanity down, make it so he's not going to roll well, win clashes. They actually might go really well. She can't die against Ricardo. She can't die. She can't die until everyone else dies. Yeah. So just throw on, like... You can just throw on, like, LCCB-ish or, like, Sloshing Ishmael and just have her tank attacks. She'll never die. She can just keep on redirecting them. If you've got them at a high uptime, she can get aggro and stuff. Which means she can just kind of tank attacks and just redirect stuff with her. And it works like that. Okay, cool, though. So here's the thing. We now have Will of the Prescript. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it's really good, but, like... How funny would it be if I banned Will of the Prescript for this run? I'm considering it. I'm definitely considering it. Because it's just kind of too good a lot of the time, right? But at the same time, like, am I gonna really play without Will of the Prescript? So I may be suffering. We've been doing well so far with my, like, god-awful team building, but, like, I'm really bad at team building. It's really good. Here's the plan B. Maybe I'll try, like, limiting it. How would I limit it, though? Because it's really good, but kind of really boring for deck building a lot of the time. You use it... It's... No, you should use it. Well, the city is broken. First I've heard that opinion. It's an interesting idea. It is a very strong card, that's for sure. Funny boundary of deck build. 1 per floor. I like the idea of 1 per floor. I was thinking of something like that. Like, 1 of the decks per floor can use it. The issue then is... Oh, who to give it to, which is a really hard question. I don't know, it's a really cool question though, right? That's what I think. It might be fun. For now, I'll throw it on, like... I mean, we're going to do some deck changing, though. As funny as Low A is, if we're going to do Malkuth Realization, we're going to need to change this out for something. And the question is what? You can also ask chat for the deck instead of setting the own show. Yeah, that's also a funny idea. I might do that once we get, like, some Star of the City stuff. Let people build their own deck. We're not in Realization already, are we? Well, we have to do one more Abno. Queen Bee. But I don't particularly feel like gunning Queen Bee down. I definitely could. It's probably good for her. But I'd like to actually build you first. And tell your friends on Discord you give $7 to a YouTuber. Yeah. So wholesome. Aren't there more unique pages than floors? Probably. There's a lot of object darts. It might be close, right? I don't think you can give maybe. It's probably close, actually. Maybe I could do it, like, maybe Will of Prescript is allowed on anything that isn't an object dart, right? That's a funny idea. And for now, I'm just not going to use it, and I'll think of it. Because at the same time, like, it's kind of boring for deck building, but I'm really bad at deck building, so I think I might want to stick for the boring thing, right? I'm going to throw in a sweeper. No, I'm not going to use a sweeper. What's a good key page? What can we build? That's scrolling way too far down. I don't want to just keep on moving things around. Try running with these Singular Strike? Yeah, sure, we'll do a Singular Strike here. Is there a lot of range stuff in this fight? There's actually some range stuff, so maybe. Yeah, sure, why not? No. I thought it through, but then I was like, it doesn't interest me that much. What if we did Proselyte? Because we could run... Sure, we'll do a Proselyte deck, and just run all the stuff from the index. We'll use the Will of the City here. That's the one that's fine. What was I thinking of? I don't remember. Yeah, Proselyte's Blade. That's the one that's kind of iffy. Sense Core, that's an interesting one. Don't have any good zero costs. You learn there's no religious cards, so no will prescript me. That's true. Gigigig, and then we can like. What else is funny? God. Sure, looks direct view. And yes, we'll also give you something that's got speed. We'll give you Dante for speed. For the bit? No. We're probably gonna want some mind haulers here, so we'll do some mind haulers. Here, we'll roll with that. You're basically full already, although we could definitely live without this. Get another mind hauler for the time being. You've already got mind hauler, yeah. And then you actually could fit a mind hauler on. Yeah, cool. Sure, we'll roll with this for now. I've got 700 to buy something nice did funny. True, that's enough to buy a Garten of Banban. 2, I mean. I will not spend the money on that, of course. But I could. Total of 44 unique key pages taking off the head librarian ones. Only ones. They're 41. 44, so that's almost everyone. Yeah. Only 6 you can't then. Which is a lot. You leave Sunglyph's principal position. Yeah, I've liked Sunglyph for a while. He's cool. Let's see, what do you do here? Those are gun pages, but it's defensive, so they're not actually guns. Just goes first. Here's no longer my money. That is true. I could Garten of Banban, too. Alright, let's see. Plan is win clashes first and foremost. And then we attack the Queen Bee a bunch, right? That's the play. Because if we take down Queen Bee, they'll start suiciding into her. Be quite nice for us, wouldn't it? God, I don't have enough page draw at all. I might just... God. I need will prescript. If you found a range image, you just block them in your mind. You might think that, but in reality, it just means that it does nothing. Okay, Flash Sunup was not a good clash there. Gaining power in clashes is pretty solid. Good benefit. Here, you'll be the clasher. Sure. I don't think you're particularly great at clashing, so I think it'll help out, right? Flash Sunup is mid. It is, but it's also like one of the only things that has page draw. If we're not running Will of Prescript. Right? Okay, you... All you can do this turn is one-sided. Alright, cool. Can be his range block. Yeah, I noticed that, which range block basically just... I mean, it's just straight up better than normal block. It's just block that gets put on, like, at the start of a fight, right? Instead of waiting until the page is actually used. Kind of straight up better. And it's definitely annoying, because I don't think we can deal with a lot of blocks well. We also cannot redirect anything this turn, because our speed is horrendous. That's cool. You can get some counter dice, though, so that's something. 8 counter dice, I mean, it's not a lot, that's fine. Queen Bee recovers HP, you would. Crack a Dawn, draw the sword. This is not going to be a good fight at all. No! I forgot, the range block ruined the counter dice. That's fine, it probably wouldn't have actually done much for us. But I was so excited to use the counter and then the range block. That's fine. Your stagger is getting pretty low already. Who do you want to this turn, Layla? Alright. That's fine. We can actually redirect some stuff this turn. Hero doesn't get staggered. Oh yeah, and this is the turn you were actually weak to stagger. That's cool. Let's see. Redirect what we can, first and foremost. Yeah. Cool. You can redirect something. You can, like... Fierce charge one of, like, those. Yeah, that'll work. Since I played you. Being attacked a fair bit, you can execute here and then just, like, puppet blockade there. And then finally you... Oh no, you've got to actually execute that one, don't you? Okay, cool. Puppet blockade that, and then you can overcome crisis. Sharp nails. Turn that around, actually, so the attack goes first. Cool. This should work well. Nice. Doing good. There's the stagger. Excellent, so you don't get as many strength next turn. And we should be able to just go fully on Queen Bee to at least the point where the worker bees start cannibalizing her next turn, right? Pretty easily. Because what is it, a third or a quarter or something? I don't remember the specific number because it's been a little bit. Oh god, I thought he was going to do the glitch again. That's fine. I remember for like a while, when they added the ability to refight abnormalities, there was a bug in at the time where Queen Bee would just go invisible sometimes and be untargetable. I think it's still in the game, or she'd go invisible and like it would soft lock the game or not, or like something like that. I think it's only if you lose the fight and then redo it or something though. There's some weird bug like that, which is funny. Yeah, I don't care how much damage they do to us this turn. I mean, they will heal the Queen Bee a little bit, but it's better to just go all out, I think, for the bit. Oh no, it's one of your passive. Okay, it needs to be at 1/5 HP. Oh, the mosquito emoji, let's go. We love that mosquito emoji. You're taking a fair bit of spores, but that's fine. We get Queen Bee low enough and we're fine. They'll just cannibalize the queen and then we'll be good. Nice. And like, we're getting hit a bunch, but like, it doesn't matter because you should be low enough. Yes, awesome. Yes, eat your queen. And they do it, and there we go. That easy. You know, keep it to their own table or Lulu friends and Yoda's office page. Yeah. I have noticed that. There's the weird page, other pages that we just don't get. It's very odd. There you go, Assistant Librarian Awoken, though. We get some more Avno pages. And we've got someone else here. Yeah. I talked about it, but like, I genuinely do not think I can do deck building at all. I may be a coward, but it's like necessary cowardice, I feel like. I'll get like viewer decks or something in at some point, right? Where you guys actually choose what's going on. You're a coward who wins, that's true. Yeah, cowardice doesn't really bother me that much, honestly. We can get rid of Flash of Sun up now, too, if we don't need it. Looks good. Alright, we didn't even give you the prescript. Good enough, I guess. You should just give me 7 6 for the time being. I'll do that. I'll worry about that next time. I'm not going to worry about that right now. What key page are we giving you? We'll actually do Dante here, I guess? Sure. I'll build the... Actually, I should probably spin the wheel first, right? That's probably the smarter move before I actually build this person. You want to use 3 flash, but you can use 1 with a prescript. It's just too useful. That's fine. We'll spin the wheel to see who's the 5th person. This is the final person on Malkuth's floor. Actually, wait, let me check the... See if there's been something new, because it looks, yes, there has been something new added to the wheel. From Lefty Puppet. Okay, cool. So let me add that real quick. Bomby. I think that's all for now. Looks like it. God. But yeah, enough stalling. Now that the wheel is ready, let's give it a spin. See who's it gonna be. Weird bit of lag there, but that's fine. It is... Oh! It's Pot. There we go. Pot has shown up here. Even if he's not actually, you know, in chat right now, his librarian has shown up, so, you know, at some point whenever he returns. It's my spot. Yeah, even from beyond the grave, Pot is trolling Melon by stealing his spot. Pot magic. Yeah, it really is pot magic, huh? That is the wrong button. That is the wrong button. There we go. I'm so bad with buttons. You're the poor philosophy, aren't I? It's gonna be the ultimate, like, switch up. Let's see what Pot has here. Gotta find Pot somewhere in here. One of the early ones, that's for sure, but I need to figure out where exactly it is. There we go. So let's see, Vasu, Bin, Pot, of course. Let's see. Hairstyle, dark purple as usual. Yeah, it's like a... Something like that, was it? It might be, I don't remember. Smug face. Like that, cool. Oh no, you actually said the specific hair. Whoops, my bad. 13-2, yeah, like that, okay. Appearance projection, it's the Bina one, isn't it? I gotta find it here. It's gonna be hard. It's so hard to find, like, anything here. I think that's the one though, right? Yeah. There's a very funny workshop thing that Pot managed to find. That's for sure. Battle symbols, Boundary of Death. Where's the... Which one's the Boundary of Death one? There we go. Boundary of Death. Overload charge, cold-hearted disposition. God. It's cold-hearted disposition, so now I'm just looking for overloaded charge. Is that... Okay, there we go. Cool. Preferred floor philosophy, of course. As expected. Didn't get that, unfortunately, but that's fine. Primary target spotted. Engaging. ID reception is always Lady Bina. Yeah, Pot's just, Give me an ampule, as you like. We have an ally down, and finally... Target excised. As you'd expect. Yeah, let us build... I guess I said Dante's page. Oh, I'll commit to it. I guess just varied damage types then? That's what we want to go for? I say as I immediately take Repressed Flesh. Repressed Flesh is varied as far as I'm concerned. Although I think Mulanay would be even more varied, but you know what? Yeah, we'll go for it. It's an idea. Fletche, sure, we'll go for that. Slash. Need like a Puppet Blockade, a Gigigig, extract fuel, draw the sword, and then like a... What damage type do we not have too much of? You really use like something like that. Sure, that'll work. Plush has 3 different dice types, so varied. That is true. That is true. I love repressing flesh. Yippee. Let's see. More Mind Hauler. What else is good here? I'll take Grace of the Prescript too for the bit. Why not? Sure thing. I think that's good enough. I think this floor is more or less built well enough. We'll send it. Are you putting yourself to review the final episode of the Floor of History's story? I think I have. How's the compilation of history been going? Game over with Angela this time. She says the time has come for this floor, or whatevs. Angela, I won't be afraid of facing you anymore. Do as you wish. I care little about what you think of me. What I want is a progress report on the compilation of history you've been doing. I guess I knew too little about the city I lived in. I see you knew too little, but do you love the city you live in? Do you love the city you lived in? Do you love the city you live 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 in? Do you love the city? I couldn't manage to compile a comprehensive timeline of the city's history. Perhaps it was an impossible task for an inept, talentless, over-enthusiast like you. All these big and small events seem to form a coherent history, but the gaps between notable events are just so large I can't sort them out clearly. It's like no one probably remembers their history. Or they could be refusing to remember. Refusing to remember? Me and a friend of mine would voice act Ruina cutscene and he had the most terrible Melkus voice ever. Yeah. It's sometimes like that. Sometimes, like, I think one of my friends was playing through Ruina. We voiced everything, and that was funny. I can't remember a lot of the specific voices from that I used that were, like, funny. A lot of the voices I'm doing here are just me recycling vaguely what we did that time, with some exceptions, right? But, like, there's a lot of funny voice things you can do. I remember it started from, I've got a friend we've like, the whole voicing thing, a friend and I, like, we've played through, like, quite a few random, like, Fire Emblem games, and we always voice, like, some of it. So, like, a lot of, like, the random voices I do here, internally, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the voice I gave that one Fire Emblem character. Like, that's a lot of the times what it is in my mind. Well, it's a very random thing, that's for sure, but it's funny. Of course, looking back to the things of the past won't help your present self one bit. But if we know our past, we can avoid making the same mistakes. It could help to an extent. Is that truly worth being reminded of all the painful memories, though? Like I said, people in the city barely have any time to reflect on themselves, and that time has only been getting shorter. So it's going to be harder to read about things that happened before they were born. Especially those that aren't directly related to them from their books. We can't make a book out of something no one else knows. No, I'm sure everyone else knows their own history. They just lack the courage to face it. I'll make sure to remember and record everything, and fill those gaps. This library, the Lobotomy Corporation, and things that happened before. All of this history inked with blood. Employees and abnormalities, countless repeats of agonies, deaths, and neglects. The library was built on top of their graves. And you are no exception, Malkuth. You're right, I'm no different from anyone else. And the same can be said for the rest of the city. All the things we did with Carmen in my first life. All the things I did with you in my second life. I'll carve all that pain and sorrow onto my heart. You're the one trying to run away from the past, Angela. You're refusing to face it. What's the point if all those pasts are going to be the same anyway? They would all be minor variations of a human kills another human and causes an event, resulting in a change. Ah, I suppose the library's history would stand out in that it's the non-humans that are killing humans. She's her, true. I fail to see the significance of the record you're trying to make. But, even if the history were a repeating cycle of similar events, you can't guarantee that the future would be just the same. We can't let all the sacrifice and bloodshed go in vain, especially because history repeats itself. And you don't know what kind of hell the Discord will be if this is how chat looks like. It'll be funny, I'm sure. Just store it for the PS2. The blood spilled in the past opened up the possibilities of the future, so that the ones that survive can take those new paths. I'm sure your history begins from such a path, Angela. That's easy for you to say. I cannot stand to hear you speak as if you know everything. Attain the will to stand up straight and never repeating history? She said it! My beginning. What makes you think you're qualified to talk about my creation? Angela, you're the one refusing to confront your own beginning. She's nothing at all like her. But, Ian, surely you already know. Did you put in all that work just for a simple vending machine that dispenses soda at the press of a button? If it's a bear vending machine, then it'd be worth it, but like a normal vending machine, nah. There was Intimate before or after everything died in Elsie. It began before everyone died. Well, the thing is, it was after Carmen died, of course. She began being built before everyone died, but she didn't actually get, like, finished. This part takes place after it. I think only Ian and Benjamin are left at the point she's finished. But, like, it's mentioned by the head, like, the reason why they attacked the outskirts lab in the first place is because they were already, like, planning. They had begun building a robot. That's why the head cared so much, right? It's not like it only took place at, like, one point in time. It took, like, a while. It resulted in the deaths of, like, a bunch of people, and when it got finished, it was only Benjamin and Anne left. At the very least, you should give it a name. There's nothing I can do, even if you put on a face like that. It's an unspoken rule that the creator names their creation. I couldn't care less about a machine's name. Don't dump your jaw on someone else. You're the designer. There, the door over there. It'll be waiting for you. It seemed lonely. You're the machine that must lead us out of the pits of hell. Kind of like Virgilius leading Dante through the Inferno, kinda. Vaguely. Angela. I remember you, Ian. You were a person with a warm smile. It's only a machine. Ian, sir. What did I do wrong? Please understand, Angela. He's not yet ready, that's all. B is the MVP in the Project Moon universe, yeah, especially when he started the Smoke War like a boss. He just needs a little more time. Especially when Benjamin worked hand in hand with DS in order to create a war in order for Lobobby Corporation to get its place in the city. Benjamin, may I ask you a question? Just forget how mean Ian was to Angela. Yeah. It's definitely, like, they say, you know, Ian's one sin, but, you know, Ian sins a lot. In a lot of ways, you know, right? He's a sinner, kind of like Limbus. Sure, I'll answer what I can. Everything seems so slow to me. Your movement looks so sluggish. The gestures, the speech, all of it. Even my own body feels slow. It's as if my body cannot keep up with my mind. That's because you were designed to perceive time 100 times slower, Angela. Why is that? You'll face lots of emergencies as you work. And you have to be the first to react to those situations, Angela. Like, this part is especially cruel. Like, why don't you just slow her down when she needs to react fast? It's such a cruel design decision. Ian, like, wanted Angela to suffer it a lot. It really feels like. What's more, you'll vividly remember everything you see and experience. I see. What will my work entail exactly? You'll see soon enough. No, I suppose it won't be soon for you. I'm sorry, Angela. Why are you apologizing to me? I just feel like we've done terrible things to you and that person. Here, let me tell you a few things about this corporation in the city. In the back streets, the likes of sweepers and fixers live out their lives tangled in vomit and waste, unraveling their sickening tales. Those who live in the outskirts are still crying out to break into the city. Meanwhile, people in their city are throwing away their lives trying to belong to a nest. I needed something to put his sores, pains, of losing Carmen into like a stress ball. Yeah, it's like Astro Boy when he's like, yes, so the perfect idea, we'll get Carmen back, and then he realizes that Angel's nothing like Carmen. He's like, oh, what was I thinking? Oh! Right? Well, this is why she attained an Lobotomy Corporation. Well, mainly the fact that she suffered so much, and at the end, she didn't even have a place to stand in the finale. Like, if Ayan had accepted Angela at the very end, allowed them to, like, watch, like, everything unraveled as they fade away into the light, then she might not have rebelled. She might have, like, accepted it then. But, like, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, right? That's what I think. And we're going to change that. We have a lot of tasks ahead of us. Why do you refuse to look at me? Why do you always turn your back on me? A machine must behave as a machine. Don't question it. Then why did you give me the capacity to question things? Why did you have to make me, breaking the AI ethics amendment? Why did you have to model me after a person with fond memories of you? I am here, looking at you and only you. Don't look at me. Don't speak to me unless I speak to you first. You'll never be her. You're just a machine. Benjamin, is it so wrong that I was born a machine? Get a therapist? Yeah. You could say that about most people in the city. Like, the therapy, like, in the ideal world, one of the associations would have been the therapy association. Who knows, maybe, you know, Puppeteer's gonna make the 13th association, and they're gonna be focused on therapy instead of, like, dealing with distortions and or whatnot, right? But, you know, it would definitely be something. I guess it's not out of the possibility. We still don't fully know what 8 or 12, or what 8 or, Dodeca do, right? We don't have, like, the slightest clue. 8 is something related to monsters, though. Monsters of the Lake, whalers. We don't know. And Dodeca, we've got no idea, but I'm fairly sure it's going to be something medical. But who knows? Maybe after all, 8's going to be the therapy association. Maybe the reason why 8 gives people whaler licenses is because, like, whaling is like a form of vacation they send really stressed people on. And maybe 8 association will just be the therapists. It could be a problem to some, but I don't mind at least. M-Corps is related to standard technology, if I recall, so maybe it does exist. Yeah, that's for sure, because the Moonstones are used to protect against, like, sanity damage or whatever, according to, like, the Leo books and whatnot. And also there's, you know, the fact that there's a rehab thing in M-Corp that, you know, Hindley tries to go to. Medical therapy is medical. That is true. Dodeca could be therapy. Mozov's basically a therapy house is kinda, yeah. They're the only people in the city who seem to actually care about dealing with distortions, you know, without brutally murdering them for the first while. To me, whether you're a machine or a human is not what determines who you really are. Then, if I worked hard to have a kind heart, will you look back at me? Probably. Eventually. And he does one day in like, the very end of Ruina. You know, it's been thousands upon thousands. It's been a million years for Angela, but, you know, he's finally said something. But you're not the only Ruina book thing. Oh yeah, I love them so much. There's a lot of stuff in there. I enjoy a lot of the random info. What is this? It's called a script. The things I must do. My purpose. If everything goes as you planned, can you really be redeemed from the hell you're trapped in? There's no way you would answer me. What on earth did I just see? Or what the scallop? What the spark? Then X asked for forgiveness in one of the loops. Yeah, probably in one of the random ones, but it was very clearly X, not A. And there's a big difference there, right? These are Angela's memories. You alright, Angela? You got yourself lost in the vast sea of desolation, and now you think you can lecture me. Are you trying to boast to me that you had someone to look after you in the end? Yeah, the beginning of Lobword. Yeah, it's cruel. Ayan is a very cruel person. That's the whole thing. Like, you really are very clearly not supposed to idolize either Ayan or Carmen. They're both bad people, good intentions, somewhat. Yeah. Why does Roland look like Ayan? It's because he's got black hair. That's it, really. It's because he's got to take over Keter. Don't be ridiculous. Malkuth, care to tell me what's going on right now? Angela's resonating with the library. But I idolize Carmen. Good for you, I guess. You know, to each their own. The library seems to be reacting to Angela's mental state. I don't exactly know what's happening, but at this rate... Carmen's argues supposed to be idolized pre-Ruina, given LC basically nobody insulted her. Yeah? I think we didn't have a full picture then, though, of course. Like, yeah, if you see someone who's, like, fighting for, like, a good purpose, you're like, oh, yeah, she seems perfect. And then you learn she's actually, like, trying to, like, cause people to have mental breakdown and stuff, and you're like, oh, huh. You know, what's the saying? Don't idolize your favorites or whatever. Don't idolize people. I don't know, because you never know the full thing. Roland just hears the once per friend, like, you good, buddy? He just watches these. I don't know what's actually happening at this rate. Must be nice to be you, not being neglected at the end. Don't tell me, is that monster? No, that looks like more like a case of the distortion. Never meet your hero. Yeah, that's basically it, right? It's kind of like that. That must be another side of Angela, manifest from her mind with the library's powers. Looks mighty dangerous. What are we supposed to do now? Roland's just like, yikes. He's so awesome. Think operas of Limbus know about Carmen and Angela? Yeah. I'm fairly certain Diaz is the one behind Limbus Company now, at least to some degree. And Diaz knows a lot because she actually worked hand in hand with Benjamin regarding the Smoke War. I guess we'll have to see, though. That's just what I'm thinking. If her mind physically is manifested, maybe we can resolve her concerns in a physical way, too. Same Diaz behind Limbus? I don't think so, judging by the fact that the purple tier goons at the start of the game wanted to kill kill Dante at the beginning, and Limbus beats them up, and Virgilius beats them up too, right? Dongray knew about Carmen. Dongray was talking to Carmen. Carmen probably introduced herself to him. That's how he knew. Yeah. Wait, they were for you? Yeah, they did. They've got like purple theming, animal theming. They had purple snakeskin belts and stuff. And you know, Virgilius was like, tell the false serpent this, and Virgilius wanted them dead because Virgilius really hates Iori because of the orphanage stuff, right? Yeah. I mean, it's pretty clearly stated. Not directly, but it's fairly clear. So you're telling me that we can help out by dealing with her like how we receive guests? Vitamin theory community needs to be bigger. Yeah. There's a lot of things they can go. I don't know, there's not really a theory community per se. That's the thing. I'm not too sure myself, but... I've also got a funny idea. I might do it at some point. There's only one way to find out. Angela, here I come. Whoa, isn't that a little too reckless? It is not. We're killing Angela. Too simple in the first phase. First phase is simple. We kill. Are you supposed to... I see a bit of an issue in this deck. Let me fix this deck real quick. Oh yeah, we can throw on puppet stuff too. While we're here. Minor strategic error. Just a minor one. It happens. It happens. You send it now. Make sure I haven't made any stupid mistakes with anyone else. I don't think so, though, right? Surely not. Me make a stupid mistake. Psh, who says so? Okay, there we go. This is much better. This is much better. You guys are weak to blunt. Interesting. Isn't it now? We're gonna go for a lot of Will of the Prescripts basically immediately, because, I mean, might as well, right? It's nice to do immediately. Probably... yeah, that'll work. I mean, everyone clashes once, of course. It's a simple enough way to start things out. Who are you going for? You're going for that guy too. You can't double up, that's fine. You can't double up, that's fine. You can double up. And you can double up, cool. Send that. Gonna call it a night. Good luck, thank you. Next stream is gonna be on Saturdays. I'm just gonna say that now, next stream is gonna be on Saturday as per normal. For like the next month or so, streams should pretty consistently be Saturdays and Mondays. I do not think there's going to be anything blocking me for the next like 4 weeks or something, right? Roughly. I'll have to see if plans change. I'll let you guys know if plans change, but there shouldn't need to be any more, you know, stream delays. It should be consistent for at least the next little bit, which is nice. There's been enough stream delays, methinks. Who's bad on light? You guys are bad on light. You can redirect that guy. You can clash that guy. Crack a dawn that. Desperate struggle them as well. Gigigig. Draw the sword. Sure. But we can't redirect that, though. That's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Oh, we just physically can't redirect that. Okay, we'll just have to live with that then. That's fine. Realize there's physically no way we can redirect that. Very unfortunate. That's alright. It happens sometimes. Some days you explode. Are we gonna be here for... Are we gonna win or be here for 2 hours for this fight? We'll see. Isn't there a whole month where there's no streams? Yeah, it happens fairly frequently. I mean, like, the past month or so, like, a week ago from, like... I mean, there was, like, a month where I didn't stream recently. And also, I didn't stream at all. I think it was after... Was it after the Lobcorp there was a month? I think it was after the Lobcorp. I think during Ruina there was, like, it's, like, another 1 month break, right? There's been a couple month-long breaks. It happens sometimes, right? It's just you left. We'll just do that. Just kill with Undertake Prescript. It's overkill. That's all we need to do this phase, though, right? Now, Bear is simple enough. Yeah, like, there's a whole affection thing going on. You can pretty easily... Only 60 staggers is a neutral to everything. It's pretty easy to just stagger her and take her down in, like, a single turn or so, usually. I'm not worrying about emotion level too much, because I kind of don't want to increase emotion level too quickly, right? If you increase emotion level a little too quickly, then, you're in an unfortunate situation, because you won't be able to get the free light restores later. And people who are still a little low on light are going to be clashing here, though. That should be good enough, right? I love Bear Angela. I love how for some reason they made Bear Angela into an emoji on Steam. Like, it's such a random one to do. Like, the others make, like, enough sense, right? Like, of course, you know, we got, like, the Roland head. I mean, they're kind of random. Like, there's, like, the Mio head, the Roland head, the Letitia heart, and then there's Bear Angela, and I think there's also, like, Green Stem Angela? Because why not? Okay, 36 HP. Not a lot. Oh yeah, this is the early one, so we can actually just go as far in as we want, right? Yeah. I guess you don't know what I'm saying. In like the first 2, 3 realizations, Angela stays at 1 HP until the end of the turn, so you can kind of go all out with light restore stuff, and it's good enough, usually. Unlike, you know, the later ones, where once Angela dies, she does die and get to the next phase, so you can't just spam light stuff and get it all to hit. Next phase. Let's see, we can crack a Dawn the Predation, and no one else can redirect that one. I don't know if we'll be able to beat that one necessarily, so I might just Gigigig it. Potentially just block some of the damage, I guess. Yeah, that'll be good enough. Throw that there. Sharp nails that person. We'll prescript that person, and then we need to clash you, and we can clash you with like a Shrine to Music, right? Yeah. I was checking to make sure it'd be fine for emotion level shenanigans. And then we're just gonna dogpile you a little bit this turn. You might as well. There should have been some. They should have made thumb cards anti-singleton, honestly, if they really wanted to commit to the bit. Like stuff like, oh, if not singleton, gain power, or if singleton lose power, stuff like that. I think that would have been funny. More stuff to like benefit not running singleton would have been nice, I think. Or maybe just an easy fun part. Yeah, especially like this one and Netsick are super easy. Yeah, I mean, Hods is the only one of the first 4 that actually might be a challenge to some people, and even then, I don't expect it to be too bad. That makes Thumb even more OP, true. We can get some healing going, that's cool. Yeah, you're angry, you get some strength up this scene, it happens. You're getting attacked a fair bit, it happens. Oh god, some high speed rolls that this is the only thing that can redirect anything this turn, so... Let's just start off with the weaker guys. And I guess we'll try dodging. We're not going to dodge this. I think this is going to hit no matter what. And I think we just kind of got to accept it, right? Yeah, that's how it's going to be. That's okay. We can live with it. We'll get to attack you a bunch this turn. Like that. That'll be good enough, I think. Yeah, we don't win any of those. You're... Cauliflower staggered. That's okay. Gun ain't that good, Roland. He's right sometimes. Gun is really bad for realizations, but it's really good for just killing people. Different types are kind of niche from what I see. Yeah, the ammo types... Like, one of them is pretty solid, right? Like, the one that weakens their, like, offensive stuff and stuff. The other one is... Is it freeze that's good, or is it... I don't remember, it's been a while. Hello, Armagon. We are fighting Angela. She is hitting Cauliflower a little hard. Speaking of people getting hit a little hard, you're gonna get hit a little hard too. That's alright. We should be able to do good enough damage to not be too concerned, I think. I mean, probably should prescript this turn, looking at your cards. You kind of need some light restore stuff going on here, so we'll do that. And that's good enough. Yeah, Layla taking a little bit of damage, that's alright. You've got no more minions to kill, though, so we're fine now. But again, I wonder if Limbus will ever use Immobilize more. If we do ever get another W Corp unit, it would be cool if they did do the self-immobilization thing. That was a funny bit. I don't know how well it'll work in Limbus, because, you know, it's a little bit rough. Yeah, now you're doing your funny bit. Well, we can Blazing Strike one of them, and that should beat it. And do we have a Crack of Dawn? We do, which will be good enough there. Alright, cool. You probably shouldn't use the self-damage attack right now, I don't think. I think that's a bad idea. Just, you know, kind of doing a little bit of thinking about the things that are bad ideas, and that definitely falls in the category of being a bad idea. Believe it or not. Shocker, I know. Redirect Blazing Strike, send this. It's all you just need to beat the first dice, really. Okay, you're down to 1 HP. Oh, nice. Gaming. And we get a bunch of light restoration stuff off, so we should be good. On to Queen Bee. A little bit harder than normal Queen Bee because Angela actually attacks, and, you know, they don't suicide into her, but didn't make that big a difference. You're going fast this turn. We cannot redirect that one. Cool. We can execute you, though, so that's chill. You kind of need to go for some... Oh, you don't have a lot of light restoration stuff, do you? Alright, then you're gonna... Sear sword, and then, like, draw the sword as well. Cool, I guess. Need to redirect these guys a fair bit, so let's get on that. I guess I'll have you on, like, super redirection duty, why not? And then you can, like, shrine to music this guy. Cool. And they roll with that, cool. Seems good. Probably not that much of a reason to go all in on Angela at this point. I better kill the minions, wait till she makes herself weak. Oop. Okay, Cauliflower has a little bit of HP left. Oh, we had Cauliflower... Wait, we had Cauliflower go all out on redirection. Wait a second. Remember that B ain't the final one? Oh yeah, don't worry, I know. Okay, yeah, Cauliflower's dead, that's fine. My Fates of Ruina are really a pain to do. Yeah, I guess they can be, they're fun. That's alright. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice people for the bet. And those are words to live by. You can try countering that guy, that's cool. Bead. Sometimes in this world you either be or you get bead. Like, it's as simple as that, really, when it comes down to it. Either you become the bee or the bee bees you. And, you know, sometimes you don't get a very big choice in the matter. This looks solid enough. Long battles are mentally exhausting. Yeah, it can be rough if you fail at the end, but, like... most of them I don't find too bad. Like, being a religion can be a little bit rough. Sometimes it was. It's been a while. Darn, didn't get the counter gaming. That's alright. Ooh, you're not doing very well, are you? Yeah, I saw it coming. Alright, that's fine. We don't need a lot of people is the thing, right? Lose a powerful attack next scene. Yeah, you're already basically dead. And it's range. No, the powerful attack's the ranged one, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Because, you know, for some reason, Hornet counts as a range thing, because it's just a super long... It's just a super long lance, that's why. All I need is Malekith, that's true. Green stem. I keep on almost saying ebony stem. Like, literally, green stem just does not come to my mind anymore. Like, what's that? I've never heard of that before. Psh. There's no such thing as, that. Psh. You don't need a lot of people. I mean, it's true. You know, sacrifices are funny. Like, Ruby Finch might get sacrificed here, if I'm being honest. Because we just physically cannot redirect most of these. And, you know... C'est la vie, right? As the French say, on occasion. It means, like, you know, that's that and this is this, roughly. That's a rough translation for C'est la vie, I think. That's that and this is this. Close enough. I'm expecting this to be the hard green dawn. Not even in the game anymore. Yeah. Not too many super long fights. I think some of the new ones might be longish. I mean, Ricardo's the longest, kind of hardest. It's really hard to deny. Because, of the 2 waves before him. Alright, your turn? We've got some counters on some of our people. Okay, never mind. You don't have your counter right now, that's fine. But we've got 3 people to deal with 3 of these, walls. So it adds up, doesn't it? We can repress some flesh. As you do, make sure we don't run out of light too quickly. As we do. Banger. Angela 3 goes so hard. Undeniably so. It's that easy. It's that easy. But, you know, casually countering. Really, 2 was 29 fights, yeah. A lot of them were long, that's for sure. The 3rd Angela has hit the library. That is true. Okay, took on 2 of the wall signs there. That's solid enough. We can give loyalty to Malkuth. Getting mass individual to, you know, the 1 target 1, because, you know, that's how it goes. It's because she's the only one that's hit the stems. Because, funnily enough, the 2 people at the front are the ones that died. Aka the ones that would have been hit by the mass attack first turn, right? So, a funny little thing you do not see very often, I suppose. Well, if you do that a little bit, you guys can just kind of stand there this turn, right? You'll get countered. Actually, no, you're being hit by this. Oh, I thought... Oh, no, the... Okay, I see. Whereas only long if you count the 8+ times. Well, no, think about the fact that it usually takes, like, several turns to even get to Ricardo, because the first 2 waves. Like, that's why I think it's, like, the longest fight, like, turn-wise, right? And that's how I'm looking at it. It's a long fight, because... Basically Impossible is... It's not too hard of a fight, yeah. I'm sure you can't lose it. Like, you know, maybe we shouldn't try jinxing it this early on, huh? Well, yeah, it's not very bad. It goes so hard. And some mass attack blockage, nice to see. Let's throw this run. True, I could. It's always an option. And it's always a really tempting option. I love throwing. You've got no idea. Maybe you've got an idea from, you know, some of the times I just randomly throw for the bit. Doesn't happen too frequently. I mean, I think we can just 1-cycle you. Like, there's really not that big of a threat. So, a fun fact about the very first time I did this fight. The very first time I did this fight, when it got down to it, I, like, failed horribly. I think I messed up horribly against the bees. I went into the stage with, like, 2 people left. One of them died instantly. So I basically had to solo this wave. But it was awful, because I was soloing this wave with the librarian I had an Among Us appearance projection on for the bit. So I soloed this with, like, the red Among Us. The red crewmate just kind of had to solo this wave, or the final phase of the realization. Which probably ruined some of the tension, but it was really funny. And there we go. Yeah, it's not that bad. No Among Us this time. Hey, Angela, it's time to wake up. That was a pretty quick realization, all things considered. You know, for all the things that take forever, like, the stories take forever and the fights really don't take that long so far in this playthrough. That might change later on when we get to some of the actually harder fights. We'll see. I can see what's happened, judging from my surroundings. I've burnt down the entire library. Again. What do you mean again? Oh, yeah, it happens. Are you okay? Perhaps this is how it feels to have a dream, and to have a surge of emotions. Dream a couple more times like this, and you can bring a whole library. It's just about a fight, gonna post the video after. Never mind, I got beaten up. Not posting that. I guess I should be sorry about that. Do you feel better now?
뭐?
What? Forget it. All this farce about neglect or recognition from others. I suppose it was futile to obsess over such trivial things in the first place. You're right. The only one who can truly take care of for you is yourself, after all. Again with the shameless lectures. I won't even expect anyone to look out for me from now on. Well, good thing all's well that ends well. I was worried something bad might happen to you. You mean you were worried you might get stuck in the library forever? Well, that's that, but get back to work, the both of you. It's just as she said. I'm the only one who can care for me and recognize me as who I am. Or as we completely realized, we now have ego pages, some new avenue pages that aren't anything too special. Yeah. They're whatever. And we get 4th match flame. These ego gigs are cool simply because of when they went back and like redid the visuals for some of the early egos. Because like original 4th match flame wasn't like anything that insane, but now it looks super cool. Like they upped the effects for a lot of these early egos, which makes them look really nice. Yeah, that was a successful realization. 1 realization down. Some good progress. That's for sure. Got 2 more floors to do avenues on. Next time we'll probably start out with Scarecrow and then do like Yasod realization. Probably can manage Hod realization too, depending on how things go. We'll have to see. The next stream will be Saturday. And also, on Saturday, I'll probably make the Discord server thing and open that up. So make sure you're there, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, next stream will be interesting. It'll also, I guess, important note is, I'm assuming, probably make sure you beat Candle 6 before Saturday's stream. Because I'm sure we're going to want to talk about it a lot. We'll have to see it, though. Maybe we'll try and be spoiler-free, but I have a feeling Candle 6 is probably going to be so unfathomably peak at its ending that we're probably going to, like, need to talk about it to a degree. We'll have to see. But yeah, Discord will drop that on Saturday. So feel free to join the stream for that or something. I don't know what the plan is going to be for that. I'll do something this week, I guess. But anyways, that will be the end of the stream. Good stream. We made some good progress. All things considered. Only like a 3-hour stream, but we made more progress than we made in, you know, some of the longer streams, it feels like. Oh yeah, there's also been something new added to the wheel, which I'll make sure to do next time. Yeah. Stream, 1 more wheel spin. We don't have anyone to spin the wheel for, unfortunately.